Hey, what's up, you guys? We are super excited to announce our brand new official See the Thing Is podcast YouTube page.
That's right. We are moving off of Bridget Kelly's music YouTube page for our very own, where you can now watch the entire video of the See the Thing Is episode along with long form clips and maybe some more extra bonus things. So go on over now to the description of this episode and you will find the click to send you over to the new See the Thing Is page.
And make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment, you share. Mandii and I are gonna be engaging a lot more on the YouTube page as well.
We are.
Just to get in the comments.
Over there, y'all.
Okay? We'll see y'all soon. And thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you catch every episode, the audio episodes, every Tuesday and Friday, and all of the videos every Wednesday and Saturday.
That's right. See you there, guys. Welcome back, guys, for another episode.
This is our second episode of the week.
Our second episode.
Right? If you in New York right now, sitting at your desk, then you know you looking out the window and it's raining.
Or maybe you're still in bed and looking out your window and said, Alexa, turn on See the Thing Is podcast. It's possible.
It is. It is possible. If you live in that kind of life, we applaud you.
Oh,
this is also the mood that Drake was in at the basketball game, looking through his phone.
Getting tagged in all those Rihanna pictures.
Having to turn off all his notifications because he was trending. This is probably the song that was playing in his head. Scrolling through all those congratulations posts from all y'all that don't know Rihanna or ASAP personally.
Nah, guys, but honestly, thank y'all for joining us again 2 times in 1 week. This is going to be us for a while.
Yeah.
But welcome to the Friday episode. So this one will be a little different. And today, guess what? We're going to give y'all just a little bit more minutes. I know y'all was coming at our heads over that 90-minute pod on Tuesday, but damn, baby.
I mean, I felt like we covered all the bases in 90 minutes.
I thought we did great.
And Mandii was worried. When I tell you Mandii was cussing me out for like
not
2
cussing
weeks.
You out. But
we can't fucking talk for 90 minutes.
We can't do it. No way.
I was like, Mandii, I think we can. I think we'll be okay.
But I mean, definitely not when we have guests, which by the way, February, super excited. Black History Month, we coming through with all the Friends with Benefits.
That's right.
Some new ones and some returning.
Yeah.
I'm excited. My anxiety is gone.
Yes.
Y'all, a bitch went to court.
Is that why you wear your prison jumpsuit
You know
today?
what? Listen, first off, y'all know a bitch from Florida, and I saw y'all ragging on Florida, so I was like, you know what? Let me give him a Dickie jumpsuit. Don't nothing say Florida other than a Dickie jumpsuit. Like,
really?
First off, let me tell you.
I don't know Florida style like that.
Oh my God. Well,
anytime I think about Dickies, I think about LA.
LA. However, when I was in like middle school, the Dickies outfits, mind you, we had the Dickies outlets in Orlando.
Yeah.
So the Dickies jumpers were really big, especially around this time of year, because we had the Central Florida Fair. And you know what you get at the Central Florida Fair?
What?
All your airbrush clothes. So baby, you would bring your like Dickies either pants, your Dickie like button up, or the jumper like this, and you would get like your nickname airbrushed on it. You would get your Tweety Bird
airbrush, anything airbrush. That was all I needed. Like airbrush, yes.
You got the matching visor, like that.
The trucker hats.
You know what I mean? That's literally like how we used to give it up in Florida. So I was like, damn, I kind of missed the little airbrush phase. Now a lot of shit is coming back, so I kind of want it to come back.
Yeah.
And Dickies, I'm hoping. By the way, it says Stay Black. This is shout out to Griff. This is a Black-owned brand that created this. So
yes. What does the back say?
Whole patchwork in the back.
Discount mix haberdashery.
You see,
love that.
So Black-owned. Definitely want to give a shout out to all Black-owned businesses as well.
I know you did want to shout one out.
Yeah,
in particular.
Well,
today.
I wanted to shout out, guys. If you didn't know, or you guys may hear as well soon. I've been talking about during the pandemic. Yes. I started a subscription box company. We're actually rebranding and liquidating right now.
Okay.
To get enough space and money for a new product.
Love it.
Looking for a his and hers. But I did just want to shout out real quick all of the brands in the box for this month. Mind you, this is the last box for a while. But these are all Black-owned, women-owned, feminine hygiene and sexual wellness companies. So real quick,
I want to give you a round of applause for that one.
Oh, wait, look, and I done closed my, hold on.
I said, wait, hold on now.
Hold on, let me give myself a round of applause.
We got to give yourself a round of applause because this box, first of all, the company is called, Mandi's company is called Official Box Owner, which, I mean, obviously, all women are box owners. And the inside of the box is cool because there's lots of female bodies, which I love.
Yes. If y'all are on YouTube, you can definitely see it.
It's very well put together.
Thank you. And so then I just really, this month, I know Bridget and I wanted to work on shouting out as many Black-owned businesses as possible. Yeah. And we'll go ahead and include the links to their episodes just in the description, just because we want to shout them out. So I want to give a huge shout out real quick to Goddess Detox, She Orgasms, Kitty Cartel. This is their Kitty Coke, which is actually
it's what?
It's called Kitty Coke, but it's actually a bath bomb that won't irritate your
so it's
your girl parts.
It's good for your pH.
It's not going to irritate your body. And then also Femi Secrets. So Femi Secrets, this is actually you can find in Walmart and a lot of
feminine wipes.
So these are feminine wipes.
Excellent.
And then, of course, if you get this box, you not only get that, but they are also offering a free panty. Nice. So they're offering a free period panty in the box. And then if you go on over, I have my own feminine products as well. So you can get apple cider vinegar gummies, boric acid suppositories, and they're all $10 right now. So
so
not
shout
the
out
box,
to,
not the box, but the products are
right.
But yeah, I definitely wanted to shout out all of those products and box partners, especially because, bitch, they're Black-owned and women-owned. Yeah. So just shout out.
Just the best of the best
shout
of the best.
Shout out to them.
Sir,
real
with
quick,
honors.
But before I talk about my court appearance, bitch, do you have a Black-owned business you want to give a shout out to for Black History Month?
Today I was leaving it up to you because I saw you brought your box on. I was like, oh, you have 3, but next week, baby.
Next week you're going to bring it in? Okay.
Next week I got quite a few I'm excited about.
Okay, well, I guess, y'all, I'm here. Yeah. Bitch, now real quick, let me tell you.
Did we want to get into our Black History fact?
Oh, okay. Well, I had one during the Freshly Squeezed too.
Ooh,
so I was kind of.
I love that.
Okay, and
is it for the 3rd or the 4th? Because I feel like I found one for today's as we're recording.
It's about kind of even our topic for Freshly Squeezed.
Shit. All right, so we're gonna hold off. Yeah, we're gonna save that. That's some juice. That's some real Freshly Squeezed.
But
juice.
yeah, y'all, I'm here, and let me tell you, clearly I wasn't. So you never really can prepare yourself for being arrested. And if y'all have tips for what to do before they put the handcuffs on you, share those tips. But baby, I was just going for my arraignment. So I'm charging my phone, and bitch, just know I pulled out a pen and wrote 2 numbers on my hand. I wrote my nigga number. And I wrote my homegirl Lena number because she be with all the shits, and she done already told. She was mad that I didn't call her when I got locked up the first time. So she said, "Bitch, you know I'll pull up and get you out, girl. Like I got bond money." And I said, "Okay, girl, I'm gonna make sure. Let me write your name on my hand." But I literally just I was just scared. I didn't know, mind you, I didn't realize that where I was going, mind you, it was the Queens Criminal Court. I didn't realize they also do booking there. Oh, so. As, mind you, I had night court, so I just see a whole bunch of people leaving. So I'm like, okay, that means they must be cleaning up the courtroom. It wasn't until I looked down that I noticed a lot of the people leaving did not have shoelaces on their shoes. And you know what? That triggered me because I never got my Yeezy laces back from my motherfucking shoes. And so I'm like,
you didn't go back for them either,
these were people that were arrested. So one girl comes up to me, mind you, I'm waiting because of COVID, and you know there was snow on the ground because we just had a fucking blizzard. And I'm early because I'm half white, and that's the only way I really rep my whiteness. When it comes to showing up on time, a bitch gonna be there early. Early is on time is late. Late is unacceptable, bitch. That's just what it is. That's the code I live by. So I'm waiting for my attorney comes. They let my attorney in, but they don't let my ass in because they viewing me as a criminal. I went in and I was like, "Is there anywhere to sit? It's really cold outside." They're like, "No, you got to stand outside till we clear some of this because of COVID." And I'm just like, "I swear I'm not a criminal, y'all. I was just breaking up a fight, and y'all charged me with assault." So, anyways, I'm scared because
y'all stole my shoelaces. Y'all criminals.
And I wasn't even trying to give you anxiety, bitch. I ain't even gonna hold you. I was already.
When you called me, I could tell you were really nervous. I was like,
not only was I nervous, I was like, should I add another person on here in case they have to sit in and host the Thursday show with Bridget? I was already thinking Bridget gonna have to be on her own, baby, if I get locked up, because I don't know how quick I'm gonna get out, because I'm already charged. I was just scared. First off, I'm not a criminal, okay? The most I've ever done was maybe went 11 miles over the speeding limit and didn't get it. But guess what? They gave me a ticket for my tent. I've only really got tickets for the tent on my motherfucking car, my 02 Hyundai Sonata. Shout out the Batmobile that is no longer with me, RIP. But that's the only time I've really gotten tickets was for the tinted windows when I was riding clean in Orlando, Florida. Bitches, and I ain't gonna hold you. They used to think I was a drug dealer. I know they did.
Based on your tints.
I used to get pulled over 2 cops minimum. Until finally I was like, when they gave me the ticket, then he was an asshole. Bitch, do you know you can be tinted for every single window? So they charged me for all 4 windows that go up and down, plus the back window, plus the sun
but also,
part.
Why did you get so many? Why were you so tinted out? What's the
because
problem?
It was my daddy car first, and he's Jamaican, bitch.
Oh.
And that's probably
it got
what
passed down.
And
it wasn't like you went to the lot and was like, "Ooh, used car, I want that one."
My daddy tinted it
30%.
It was all black, and mind you, this is back when the Hyundai Sonatas kind of gave off like the Jaguar vibe. Don't tell me you don't know about the 02. Please look up Hyundai 2002 Hyundai Sonata.
I'm about to Google it right now.
It was giving. It's a Jag, but it's not. But from far away it was. But I know I was also getting pulled over because, bitch, I had my Jamaican flag hanging in my window. So they couldn't really see me. They just tell me that don't give a Jaguar body.
No, the headlights is giving me old Lexus. I'm not gonna hold you.
Lexus, Jaguar.
It's giving me old
Regardless,
Lexus, yeah.
It was given, but it was a Hyundai. Okay.
Wow.
But yeah. Anyways, I'm not a criminal. Wasn't used to it. Luckily, I paid for a private attorney. He handled and talked it all to them, and I was able to. And here's the thing, I don't even know the lingo. My friend said I pled guilty, but I didn't. I just took a lower charge. Does that mean I pled? I pled guilty to disorderly conduct, but it makes it to where
you took a
that's a violation.
You pled guilty to disorderly.
Oh my
conduct.
God! To disorderly, but not the assault. I didn't want a criminal charge. So yeah, I now have that, but no criminal case or no criminal record. So that makes me happy.
I'm very proud of you.
When I tell y'all,
so what happens when you don't get a criminal? Did they take your fingerprints? Did they just throw that shit out?
Did they?
So they just throw that out now? Because there's no record?
Bitch, first off, bitch, Instagram keeps your keeps everything that you do for years and the data on you.
I'm just saying,
they keeping my fingerprints,
they
bitch.
Keep it?
And now the next time anyone, bitch, so
here's if you ever get in trouble again, they're gonna be like,
fuck getting in trouble.
They're gonna be like, this is the girl.
Here's the thing,
we
right?
have her fingerprints. This is the girl that was guilty of disorderly conduct.
Don't do that. But here's the thing, right? I don't know if they have my fingerprints anywhere else. Do they? Do they?
I don't know.
Where is it in the database?
Probably in the government's federal cloud.
But I never really gave anybody else my fingerprints before.
Do you do Clear?
Oh, bitch, fuck.
Yeah, they definitely have.
Clear definitely
you
got
ever
my
done
motherfucking
global entry. You put your fingerprints on the thing. They
all
scan
year,
it and your face. It's
I
like a retinal scan in your fingerprints.
And Clear don't recognize a bitch with lashes. So I only have to do. I swear to God,
it's true, bro.
They be like,
you be
damn,
looking
give me your
crazy.
finger.
I be feeling like I'm getting an eye exam. They're like, move closer. You're like,
I'm like.
We should be right here, like,
bro. Clear want us to go in there with no lashes, bitch.
She's like, maybe tilt your head down. I was so pissed the last time I went through because it was the pre-check line, so it was pre-check Clear, which is like, okay, top of the top, I guess. But then there's mad people. JFK is foul because JFK will like have the TSA pre-check lines or the pre-check and then the Clear lines walk right in front of all of the regular lines at security. So you walk by so everybody sees you going through. It's not like Clear is on this one side and you could just walk up. No, you walk past everybody that's in the general pop line, and you get there. And this lady was like, "Yeah, so move a little step closer to the machine." I step closer to the machine. I'm blinking. She's like, "Well, don't blink." I'm like, "Okay." So now I'm having a fucking staring contest with the computer. And then she's like, "Well, maybe tilt your head down." So I'm tilting my head down. Tell my head to step back a little. So now I'm like, bro, I feel like I'm doing Dance Dance Revolution with this fucking Clear machine. And I was like, "Yo, never mind. Like, can I just go to regular? Just give me just take the fingers.
Here goes
take
my
fingers." It was so ridiculous. I'm like, yo, how? They don't like girls with lashes.
They don't like girls with lashes.
It's a dub.
But what's also crazy is I just realized the fingers that I use for clear are the same fingers I use for never. All right.
Okay.
Never mind. But I do, bro. It's these two. That's the finger. Those are the clear fingers.
So,
these are also the fingers that make magic, baby.
Let's just pray. Let's just pray that they really are sanitizing the fuck out of
now
these.
I really got
out of these machines.
Yes.
Maybe you should tell the clear people that next time.
Well, now I just noticed I need to super sanitize these two fingers.
Facts, because now it's a lot going on.
It's a lot that I'm. Hold on, wait. Maybe I can play the DJ sound. That's what.
Oh my god!
But yeah, what about your last 2 days? This is
a strange catch up because Mandii and I talk every day, right? So at least with one episode a week, we could kind of like there's enough that's going on.
Yeah, because during the weekend, I'm normally with my partner. Yeah. You're with your partner and playing stepmom. So the weekends we don't really vibe out really anymore.
No. We miss Sunday dinners though. We
haven't done Sunday dinners in a minute.
Done Sunday dinners in a while. Nothing has really been crazy for me. I've just been working out honestly and trying to stay. The weather's been trash, so I've just been home and just trying to organize some stuff because I just found out I'm gonna have to move in a couple months. So that's a little bit frustrating, but not like anywhere far. Like it's just down the hall basically, but. That news came to me yesterday, which was kind of frustrating because moving is the most annoying, inconvenient process
You know what's crazy? I now realize why my mom, like we stayed in houses for years on end. I mean, I wouldn't move into anywhere with less than a 2-year lease.
Right.
That's kind of been mine. But even when I was in the Bronx, bitch, I was at my last Bronx apartment for 6 years. And I just don't, moving is treacherous. Mind you, you're dealing right now with snow on the ground. Yep. You have to pay for movers. You have to pack everything up, take it all out the boxes. It's, you got it. You got it, girl. You got it.
Just ridiculous.
I couldn't do it.
No.
I'm so glad I signed a 2-year lease. But also, this is a huge fuck you to New York. They have decided they want to make up for all the money they lost in giving so many people free months during COVID because so many people were moving out of New York.
Yeah.
That now the rents are like skyrocketed by like 1.5 times, and it's
a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
But I love New York still.
I'm glad.
I just love it here.
I'm glad you're doing it.
I love it here. I guess where you want to start off this week? Let's see.
Man,
where we at? Where we at with it, girl?
Well, I feel like we should discuss this Versuz stuff because
you know what? Let's do it because we haven't talked about Versuz in a minute, and we actually have 2 Versuz to talk about.
We do
one which would be a hypothetical.
Yes,
and hopefully we can play some music here. I'm gonna give you the aux, and I'll play from my YouTube Premium.
Oh
no fucking ads, and this is not an ad, but goddamn, it is a difference because someone did hit me today. They wanted to watch us on YouTube, but there were ads, and I just kind of wanted to tell him, well, nigga, stop being broke and get your ass a premium.
Not stop being broke.
I mean, because here's the thing, baby, if I gotta sit through ads, this is before I had premium, for my makeup tutorials
Jesus.
and lace front tutorials, and I do watch some cooking stuff too, and mukbangs, mukbang. I just like to say it like that, but
that is really awful and annoying.
No, mukbang.
That's annoying.
And then they be like,
yeah, it's ASMR. This shit is weird. All right, Mandii, enough.
I wonder if that just turned someone on. Like, did that sound sexy?
No.
All right, Jay, damn.
No, it disrupted my digestion.
Really, bro? That's what we doing? Ooh. All right, well, we could start there. Let's start with the motherfucking Versuz.
You want to do this hypothetical one where the internet was like in shambles trying to decide who was going to win between Busta Rhymes and Eminem? I was like, this is a generational battle. This is not even real.
First off,
it's not a real music battle.
We also don't really want to talk about Eminem anymore on this show because the last time, bitch, you were dragged for filth and we were called racist. So many people, so much so, it was all of the white people, ironically, that were like,
white people just wait.
I'm never going to listen to this pod again because y'all are racist. Yeah. And then I go to their fucking...
so fragile. White people are so fragile.
But bro, then I go to their motherfucking Avi and they in a pickup truck with a Confederate flag. I'm like, you wasn't listening to motherfucking See the Thing Is to begin with. And I doubt that you're also a fan that lingered over from the JBN. So I'm just going to assume you just hate that we said what we said about Eminem.
But also, Eminem don't know y'all. Eminem don't give a fuck about y'all.
Oh, well, speaking of, then, are you looking forward at all, though, before we get into Versuz, to the Super Bowl performances?
I'm going to wait until after the Super Bowl to share my takes.
Okay. Well, you have to because you got to watch it.
But I saw that Apparently Mary J. Blige is only getting one song,
which is wild.
which also goes back to my fucking point about the race. Never mind. I'm gonna save my take. I'm gonna save my fucking take because y'all could have saved this whole fucking lineup. Y'all could have just saved it. Look, everybody needs more than one song. Mary J. Blige has more than one song.
She does, but also
she has a really extensive catalog. That's disrespectful as fuck.
But also because it's the Super Bowl, I'm pretty certain that this is what we're getting at the Super Bowl.
Dr. Dre did this. Dr. Dre produced this.
That's
what
why they're
gonna play this.
And this is gonna be the one song that we get. And hey, if you're a Mary J. Blige fan, this is not the song you want to hear.
It's either this or Real Love.
Oh, okay.
Those are the two.
I would be okay with Real Love.
Those are the two that they'll probably.
You would be okay with Real Love?
I mean, I would take Real Love over the Dancery. Yeah.
This Dancery.
Yeah,
and what's crazy is when that song came out, there were still no event spaces, no clubs, no dance halls that were ever referred to as the Dancery. So she tried to make Dancery hot, and it didn't work. I don't want to hear that song. But nonetheless, I'm looking forward to watching the Super Bowl.
I am too.
And really, I'm hoping someone throws a party.
Yeah.
You're not throwing one?
Party, no.
Damn, why?
I don't know. We should get the movie theater in your room if nobody building if nobody has it.
I'm sure that shit is already.
Yeah,
it's already reserved. I'm certain.
Yeah, but people were saying that Eminem and Busta Rhymes should do a Versuz, which was very puzzling to me because I just thought Busta Rhymes has been around for a really long time. Busta Rhymes has been around since before Eminem fans were Eminem fans.
Okay, so then who do you think? And I had this conversation with friends. Who do you think would be a better suitor to go against Busta Rhymes?
So, I mean, Busta Rhymes is also an early 90s rapper.
Yes.
Right? So,
and what's crazy is my mama, my other sister,
mm-hmm.
she said if ever she ran across Busta, she was going to say that was her baby daddy. Because my little sister is Haitian,
mm-hmm.
but her daddy looked just like Busta Rhymes.
Oh.
Just like him. Just like him.
Okay.
And when I tell you, head and all, huge, massive. My little sister had a big old head her whole life. We used to just call her Head. Come here, Head. I swear to God. That's how big her head is.
So mean.
That's fine. We are just
that's fine. No.
We are just so happy that she grew into her head. We were nervous at one point. I ain't gonna hold you, but she was a baby. The bitch ain't even have a neck. The head was just sitting on everything. So shout out to you, Alex. We love that you grew into your head. Did you have a nickname growing up?
No.
No?
No. It was always just Bridge.
Bridge?
Yeah.
Oh.
Come on, Bridge.
That was lazy.
If it's not said right. I didn't really have a nickname growing up.
So my nickname when I was first born, shout out to my auntie Gracie. She called me Screaming Target, but that's because apparently I was the most cryingest baby ever. But my nickname from really my whole family was Pumpkin. I went by Pumpkin. That was my name or whatever.
Yeah, I could see Pumpkin. I was calling you
Well,
Pumpkin.
it's because I was supposed to be born on Halloween. That was my due date, and I came early. And they just kept the name. They just kept the name.
I was just saying because you short and happy.
And don't do me.
Yeah.
They didn't know I was going to be that short, but they actually could have. My dad is short. My dad is only like 5'6", 5'7".
Oh, yeah, they should have known.
They should have known, but my mom like 5'8". I had hope.
So,
both my sisters taller than me.
So Miss Tammy is taller than your dad?
Yeah.
Wow.
Ain't that crazy?
Nah, sounds about right. Miss Tammy was out here. She was, yeah.
Yeah. I don't even want to know what made my dad land all of these white women. But anyways, let's get into who do you think could go against Mr. Busta Rhymes?
So I talked about this with my partner because he's a massive he's older than me, so he's a massive hip hop head.
Okay.
And his take was LL Cool J.
That was exactly my partner's take. And so here's the thing, though. Me and my partner 17 years apart. And so I was like, LL Cool J, okay. Mind you, I was just like, so who wins? I didn't know that LL's catalog was so.
Oh, listen, I got schooled in the car. I got schooled in the car one day with all the LL songs that I didn't remember, right? But that's the cool thing about Versuz. With Versuz, if it's an artist you're not familiar with, then you'll get familiar with the catalog, right? And then if it's an artist you are familiar with, you get reminded of the songs that you didn't even know were hits, like really big like that. But for me, just because of my generationally, for me, Busta Rhymes was a much more had much
I
more.
thought
of an
I thought it
impact.
wasn't even a competition. Like I'm gonna play y'all. These are the two songs that I know, right? I was like, okay, you know what?
You only know 2 LL Cool J songs. I'm sorry. I'm from New York.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
sorry.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Shocking.
So by the way,
Shocking.
Right,
Shocking
okay.
if this was the first song Mandii plays.
okay, but real quick. So of course I knew this song, right? I was like, oh yeah, this is a winner. By the way, I don't know.
Whatever the round is. He wins.
whatever the round, he wins with
round.
this, right? So I was like, bet. And then like he starts going into his catalog and telling me like all these other songs that LL did, and I was like, okay. And then he had to stop talking to me because then I was like, listen, this is actually the real song that I know about LL. And it's because
you were born in 2012. That's the only reason.
And I said, LL against Busta? He had a song with J-Lo. I mean, that's a big song, right? And I was just like, and then didn't he do like a Knock You Out song? Okay, so there's 3. Listen, LL was just
turn this
oh,
off.
sorry. Okay, sorry. Oh shit, sorry.
Mandii. Did you never hear this song?
I mean, let it play, bitch.
It was playing.
Oh,
I don't know what happened.
you pressed
I'm on the
on?
Wi-Fi. Why is this doing this to me today? Y'all don't like me.
Okay. Here we go.
You never heard this song with Boyz II Men?
Hold on. I know Boyz II Men.
I seen you with your gun. You never heard this? In your hand. Wow.
Bro, you have to
And that
realize.
was that.
Okay.
God damn, they look
This
so
sounds
soft.
good. This sounds good.
That's my mission. Competition. Yeah. Do you remember this?
Okay.
You don't remember this? Who do you love?
Oh yeah. But I think it's because they put this in some movies.
That's fair. That's
they've
fair.
Used,
But
they've
this
used
is
this in a lot of movies.
that's fine. But this is LL.
Okay. But
I
he's still not beating Busta. Okay, I do know. But they've also put this in movies too.
That's cool.
And sampled it.
That's
why
a great.
this
That's
is
a great
sample.
reason to win. Around the Way, girl.
Okay, so now,
You love me.
yeah, I know this song.
Like,
All right,
And listen,
all right,
so
all
LL
right, all right.
so LL got hits, right?
He does.
LL got
Okay.
hits, but he's not. I mean,
But you do think
I
that
do
there is a
think
fair chance
I think
for
that
them to square off with
because
like for him to
because
square
I
with
think
Busta?
they've been out for the same amount of time.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? I think
Right.
they've been out for that same amount of time. But,
Okay.
But ultimately, when push comes to shove,
This is what I'm saying.
they're still not gonna
This
be.
is what I'm saying. Like, I mean, come on. And then Busta got features, yo.
Oh, LL got features too.
Yeah. Let me look up his features. Hold
LL
on.
LL got a song with Busta.
They got to do that together then. Mm. Yo. Hey.
Yeah.
When I be on the
Also,
mic, I do
shout
my
out to-
duty,
Shout
yo.
out to Busta Rhymes because Busta Rhymes.
Shout out to him.
Still.
And he's dope. He's super like
still
just
pulls
sweet,
up
super
and
nice. Yep.
performs. Yeah.
Okay.
Busta, in my mind, definitely wins this. Busta wins it, but
But
you
you think
know,
it's-
LL,
you-
I
you
think
think
it's
it's
a good.
good?
It's a good combo. It's
Do you
a good
think
combo.
they're just performing, or you think they have a competition though?
No, I think they're performing. I think
You
they're
don't-
performing. I think both of them are going to get up and perform.
You think-
Busta still.
What's your
Busta
number?
still gets
What's
the
your
crowd
number
hype.
for this?
What do you mean?
You think it's as close as like 11-9, or you think it's like a 14-6?
Oh nah, it's close.
It's closer than that. Yep.
Yeah,
Look, Jay said too.
I'm gonna say it's like 20 to 15.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
All
there's
right.
so many
Yeah, there are.
Busta.
This already. You can stop right there. Now, if you at your desk right now, calm down. Calm down.
If you at your desk and you remember being in the club and being like, yo, I gotta go to the bar, I gotta get Courvoisier just for this song. Because no one really drank Courvoisier like that unless you were a man of a certain age. But when this song came out,
Oh, I ain't gonna lie. This was,
my 21-year-old self was like, yeah, let me get that Courvoisier. Let me just get that Courvoisier.
you know what this was for us? Turn that down.
Yeah.
Courvoisier was the starter kit for us going to Hennessy.
It was.
I'm not gonna lie.
This song was it.
Yeah, but if you think about it, okay, so let's break that down. So of course we all got into the Hennessy crave, but before that, look at the nasty shit bottles we was ordering. Hypnotic. It's not a, what is that? That's not even a, what the fuck is a Hypnotic? What?
Hypnotic.
Is that just a liqueur?
I don't know,
What?
but I
Hold on,
remember
now
doing.
let me
I
look it
remember
up.
doing the Hypnotic and the Hennessy, and we called
Well,
it
that's
the
the Incredible Hulk.
And I remember that was my drink of choice.
Hold on,
That was my drink of choice before I
Hold
was
on.
able to make sound decisions and had any idea what other actual liquor
But also,
tasted like.
y'all, we were ordering. Okay, wait. So it's liqueur, but it's French vodka. Okay,
Oh.
so French vodka.
That's why the
it's
hangover.
French-
That's why the
bitch.
hangover was so
well, first off, it's
debilitating.
because there's fruit. It's the sugars
Yeah.
that left us. But wait, I don't know if it was before or after that, but fucking Nouveau. What the fuck had us drinking Nouveau? Let me see. What is that? Like fucking Chardonnay?
It was the shape of the bottle for us. We were birds. We were like, oh my God, this shape is so
Nouveau
cool.
was
It's like
a
this upside down triangle kind of thing.
Nouveau was
a
a sparkling liqueur.
sparkling
A
liqueur.
sparkling liqueur. And then, of course, we got into the fucking Ciroc craze.
We have to
and-
think about the
but-
time. We have to think about the time that time though, right? Like nobody asked for a sparkling liqueur. Like
Who did
alcohol
that?
is enough. Like we didn't need sparkling liqueur.
But
like,
if you watch all the videos from that era,
we were all putting
Nouveau
belts
was-
on. We were all putting belts on shirts that didn't need belts. So that makes so much sense that at that time we were expected to drink sparkling liqueur because we were all putting a belt over a tight shirt.
but it's crazy. Well, maybe that was like one step up because amaretto sours were top at that point.
Yikes.
Like the women loved the amaretto sour. No, you wasn't doing amaretto
I
sour.
wasn't. I was a Long Island iced tea girl.
Oh, you was ratchet.
I was.
Oh, you
Yeah.
said I want to feel my. I'm in here free before 11. I'm gonna get my LI.
I had a fake ID, and I had a fake ID, and I was always afraid.
Wait,
it was
so
gonna
y'all
get
don't call
taken.
it a LIT? Why y'all laughing? Y'all never went up to the bartender and said, "Let me get an LIT."
And ordered a lit? No.
Wait,
No.
seriously? Well, I bartended for 7 years.
We just said Long
People-
Island. Like we just walk up to the bar, let me get a Long Island, and they knew what to make.
Oh. Well, I've heard people, and I also refer to it as LIT. And what's crazy about it, I want to give you guys an important fact here. Bro, you know we be on YouTube and they see the shade in your face, right, bro? you know they could see. You know I could see you, right? But here's the crazy thing, too. As a bartender,
Yeah.
do you know how many times I had to explain that there was no T in a LIT? Do you know I had niggas come and ask me, yo, it's kind of strong. Can you put some more tea in my Long Island? Guys, there's no tea. There is no tea in your Long Island iced tea. Is it Long Island iced tea? Iced tea, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's no Long Island in. I mean, there's no Long Island in. There's no tea in it. Okay. What is this?
Help. Help. Help.
You need help if you think tea is in Long Island.
I
But-
still don't even know what's in a Long Island, to be
Okay,
honest.
so
break it down for me.
Let me
bartender.
tell you
Break
why
it
the
down.
fuck y'all are getting so fucked up. First off, here's
Also, if you're still ordering Long Islands
Oh.
in 2022, we should have a conversation.
or wait for the fellas
about
listening.
about what our where our
No.
mental health is.
For
at.
the fellas listening, if you order that shit on a date, that will be our last one. It will be our last one. Okay, so what gets you so fucked up? A Long Island. First off, they do have pre-mixed Long Island. So that's
Oh,
the
God.
shitty. That's the shitty. So normally you want to order top shelf because that means you're gonna get your ounces of each of the liquor. So you have vodka, you have rum, whiskey, and gin. Right? Sometimes they can do tequila though. Sometimes there's tequila. So it's pretty much 4 liquors. But wait, there's more. Then you have the triple sec. That's also added. So it's like 5 bottles of liquor. Then you have
the triple.
the triple sec is just to make it a little sweet because here's the tea, guys. The tea with the tea is that
See what you
it's
did
actually sour mix and Coke.
Really?
Yes. Look, not you not knowing what you was ordering.
I
bitch.
didn't know.
you just knew.
All I know was I just needed one. All I need is one drink.
All I need is one drink.
All I
One
needed
drink.
was one drink. And at that point, it was like, well,
Well,
this
that's
is
why
gonna
you
get
only
me-
needed one because it was like 4 liquors, a liqueur, and then sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the next morning, I never should have said. No. I really should have said no to those Long Island's.
You should have.
I was fucked up the next day.
But you know what's
Every
crazy
time.
too? Over 30, and I used to know this. By the way, I used to think vodka soda and vodka tonic was a white people drink. No, it's just over 30. It's just the drink that you should have over 30 because it's them sugars that really be fucking you up the next day.
Yeah.
Because my friends always like, damn, bitch, how can you drink so much? Bro, not only do I drink water between drinks,
Yeah.
vodka soda with extra lime. Put that extra lime, and you know what? Leave the roses.
You
I don't
also
want
do-
that
you
nasty
also-
ass roses.
You also do have a pretty good tolerance for alcohol.
I do, but then also if it's not vodka soda lime, I do fucking dirty martinis. It's vodka and olive juice.
Oh. Yeah, I'm not a vodka girl. Vodka is a fight drink for me.
That's crazy.
I learned that early on. That was just
Oh no,
not for
Hennessy
me.
is.
No.
Hennessy, girl. The last time I drank Hennessy, I fought a bitch in the club, and I said, you know what? I'll never do it again. And you know why? Because it cost me not even a charge. Bitch, I hit him, the niggas I was fucking, I hit in his car because they did call the cops because I beat the door girl up. Because, bitch, she disrespected me. And so, of course, they took her side because she worked at the club. But, bitch, I lost my BlackBerry and iPhone in one night. And I said,
Why did you have both?
fighting is too expensive and Hennessy is just not worth it. I blamed everyone but...
I mean, you sound like you was making money. You had BlackBerry and an iPhone.
Oh, yeah. I was...
You was doing all right for yourself.
I was a bartender.
Because most of us back then had one Nextel, and that was it.
Well, no, this was after Nextel phase. So this was 2011. And by then I was like, oh my God, I could really go to jail. Because you could fight before 18. You know, they just going to throw you in juvie, let you out. Like, you good to fight when you young. But as an adult, you're like, oh shit, now I can actually go to jail for this shit. Which clearly I did. I didn't learn my lesson 10 years later. But what's that? Damn. So
Help!
So you never fought nobody?
I fought a lot of people, but not enough to be.
I was about to say, bitch, you talked about
But I wasn't worried
going
about
to the 40-40 being bloody.
money. Yeah, but I wasn't worried about what it was costing me. You was over here like, I lost my BlackBerry and my iPhone. I wasn't thinking about that. I was thinking about, am I gonna survive this? It was a little scary. Fights were scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? You thought they was gonna kill you in a fight?
You never know. It depends on who you fighting.
You right.
Because also you got to keep in mind people have more to lose. I always say that. I say that to my partner all the time because he has road rage. And I'd be like, yo, I get it. Like you with the shits. But there's always going to be somebody crazier than you with a lot less to
Wait,
lose.
speaking of, did you see the video that went viral?
Yes.
Of the guy.
DoorDash guy?
What was he a DoorDash guy?
Yes, it was the DoorDash. It was like the DoorDash cam or something that caught him shooting somebody
shooting
11
outside
times.
of his car on a highway.
He looked a little tick tick boom though. He looked like he was
First off,
he was a tick tick time bomb.
No, if you watch the video,
He looks like
someone shot at him first. That was a
Oh.
response. Yeah, that shooting back 11 times
Because he was
a
real
response.
calm, and I was like, "How?"
First
what
off,
is he
the fact
doing? And
that-
rolled up on him, windows were up and everything. He
That's
didn't give
my
a fuck
problem.
about his
That's my
windows, none of
problem.
it. That's why I think he snapped.
Bro, but also you gently put the gun on your lap, but you couldn't gently roll down your window first, bitch.
This is what I'm saying.
I mean, maybe he had the car.
You had to go into the
Wait, nah,
middle console.
Maybe he ain't have automatic
and then
windows, bro.
You had to go into the middle console and then had to go into the box, the safety box in the middle. Like
Jay know what I'm talking about though. That's probably the problem. Maybe he was
giving
but maybe
giving the Russian T-dolls.
No,
and the little things. Like I gotta go
no.
into this box and this box and this box and then all
But-
of that, but we couldn't roll the window down.
because they probably weren't electronic windows. Maybe he had the windows that you had to wheel it. And here's the thing: if y'all are listening to this and you don't remember having to manually roll down a car window, you are too young. Go over to the Shade Room Teens. Those are your people over there. Which I noticed as well why I didn't know about NLE Chopper. That nigga is all over the Shade Room Teens. I was like, oh, Jesus. And I'm glad I didn't play his music yesterday. Because speaking of shooting, he shot at his baby mama. I didn't realize either. Like, first off, so the confirmed Versuz is the day after Valentine's Day.
Yes.
And I know we're going to talk about, Valentine's Day next week and shit.
Yeah, and the week after.
Yeah. Well, just know, I just realized I had to buy a gift, and I wasn't really hip on that.
Really?
To that extent.
It's
yeah.
unplugged.
Yeah, but now there's feedback. You hear it?
I don't hear it. I just unplugged it.
May, by the way, cut this out when you hear it. Yeah, keep it in
I'll
or
keep it in.
just throw it away because
Okay.
you heard the feedback. Can I get the minute mark on this?
40.
40? All right.
Okay.
40. All right.
Okay.
I'll have her edit that out.
Okay, cool.
All right, but yeah, anyways, I just realized as a woman, we got to buy Valentine's Day gifts too, but we'll talk about that again next week. So the confirmed verses is My Loves. Anthony Hamilton and Musiq Soulchild.
Yeah.
Now, I have a clear winner here because, again, I maybe only know a few songs from one of them, but the other was my childhood soundtrack, but I don't know why because I wasn't really in love, but he made me want to experience love.
Yeah.
And, of course, I'm speaking of Musiq Soulchild. He did that to me. And so
he did that to a lot of us, though.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah.
He did.
And then when that song came out and everybody was like, oh, well, this is actually about God. And we were like,
wait, which one is about God?
Love.
Don't say love. Bitch, you're fucking lying. It's a gospel song?
It's not a gospel song.
But it's about
just
God.
About God. That doesn't make it a gospel song. Gospel music is praise and worship music.
Love isn't about just the feeling of love? Hold on. You want to play it? Because I have it pulled up.
You can play it.
This is about the Lord, our Savior.
That was the rumor. I'm gonna
verify. Please find that rumor, because I really was thinking that this was about being in love.
It was supposed to be about a testament to God, God being love.
And so many things.
Yeah, it's a testament. He's talking to God. God is love. So many things I got to tell you, but I'm afraid I don't know how.
Wow. I thought I was the love.
There's a possibility that you look at me differently, love.
Okay, so here's the thing.
He's afraid of judgment from God.
Wait, one moment.
Yeah.
We
could do a lyric analysis on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, but I also want to pause that because do you know how many things I, as a partner, or my partner, is ashamed to come to me and say because he's scared that he may be judged? So to me,
that's why it's so perfect that God is love.
But you can be talking to the love of your life and your
God
partner.
is love. It all originates from the higher power. That's why it's so dope.
Man, my nigga to the higher power right now then, because this song was, I want to introduce this song to him. This is for him. So many things I got to tell you. Like when we broke up and I fucked somebody in LA while we were broken up.
Okay.
I mean, I did have to tell him and I was ashamed. The words still fit.
Yes, they do. But they were originally for God because God is the source of love. So that's where it comes from.
Well, that's why I like synonyms. Two things that, is it synonyms? What's the other thing?
Two things that are similar?
Yeah. No, not similar, but it could mean the same for two different things. That's a word. You know what I mean?
Ambiguous?
No.
Jay got the word.
Jade, you got the word, bro. Like when you have the same word, but they mean like yes, like read and read. Love of my life. That's what. Don't tell her it ain't right, bitch.
No, I don't think that's what she means.
I just say, listen, it's cool that he made that for God, but that's for the love, and the love is my partner. I'm not gonna look at that. Oh, metaphor. Both of them said metaphors at the same time. That might be the word I was thinking about.
I'm so glad that y'all are here to translate for me.
Wait, the fact that both of them turned around at the same time and said metaphors? Yeah, there we go. It's a metaphor. Thank you.
The way we have to Google things. Where would we be without Google? Like, how fucking lost would we be without Google? All right, you guys. Well, you know it is New Year, New Me, New Year's resolution time, which means it's time to prioritize our workout routines, but also our health. And I started taking Athletic Greens because I really wanted to experience something a little bit different, right? I think getting into a routine is really hard when you're trying to work out and eat right and cut foods out. And what about cravings and mood swings and all that stuff? And hormonally, as women too, it also gets really tricky.
But what about your greens? Is it easy for you to like just eat greens every day?
Well, not really.
Me neither.
It's not that easy, but I will
easy.
say it's lifestyle friendly. Whether you eat keto, paleo, vegan, dairy free, gluten free, the multivitamin stuff is always really hard. And we always, if it's not Flintstones vitamins, we haven't taken them. It's tough to take vitamins, and it makes me feel old. But at least with the multivitamin that comes with Athletic Greens, I feel like I'm getting all of my daily dose of everything. To make it even easier, Athletic Greens is going to give you a free year's supply of immune supporting vitamin D and 5 free travel packs with your first purchase. All you have to do is visit athleticgreens.com/STTI. Again, that is athleticgreens.com/STTI to take ownership of your health and pick up the ultimate daily nutritional insurance. But I mean, it makes sense.
I ain't gonna hold you. When I was in college,
It makes sense. And and your man believes in God. He believes in he worships. He worships Allah. That's God. Allah is God.
Okay.
So it's love.
Yeah.
It's still love. It's the same thing.
Still talking to him. I ain't talking.
That's okay. You
know.
don't have to. But a lot of people. But that's how a lot of people start to pray anyway. They don't know how to pray. They don't know what to say to God. It's just between you and God. I'm afraid I don't know how. There's a possibility you might look at me differently if I tell you the truth about how I feel and who I am. That's how a lot of people feel when they pray.
That's
They
how a
don't
lot
wanna
of
be
people
judged.
feel with people.
Yeah.
Fuck God. I mean, not fuck God, but they feel that way on planet. Now, it's not really fuck God. I'm just saying it. It's not only God. It's other people too. There we go. Not, it's encompassing of everyone.
Cause
God.
there's a possibility that you
I love
look
God.
at
Thank you,
her
God. And we're looking into the clouds right now. Thank you, God.
Yeah.
Thank you, God.
So this is so Musiq Soulchild.
I'm going for Musiq Soulchild. I definitely plan
Yeah.
to watch it.
I'm just
and
hyped
tune
for
in.
the performance because let me tell you something, okay? The live vocals of Anthony Hamilton and the Hamiltons, I don't know. It's gonna give what it's supposed to give. It's gonna give. I love Anthony Hamilton personally. I'm a big Anthony Hamilton fan.
I'm a big fan of the song Charlene.
And so listen, when he does the point of it all, it's gonna
okay.
be,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Like
You might be onto something.
yeah. This is gonna be hard. This is gonna be hard not to
I'm not gonna lie. Anthony Hamilton has 2-3 solids, but music, this is great. This is great. Too long.
Yeah.
If I was a singer, I think I could sound like him. Because he has a deep voice. And then, okay, I can't hit that.
Yeah.
It's
he's
raspy,
got,
though.
Yeah.
This is my shit right here. I wish, when this song came out, this the name I used to give at the mall. My name is Charlene.
Oh, well, this is
I don't know if I look like a
but
Charlene.
You don't look like a Charlene.
Oh, I don't look like a Charlene?
No.
Oh, play Charlene.
This right
there
here?
we go.
No, this? I'm a mess.
This isn't. Oh, okay. See, I don't know.
Come. This is
There
Charlene.
we go. There's Charlene. My name was Charlene if you met me at the mall.
Yeah. Live, both of these men live are phenomenal. So I'm definitely going to be excited to see.
Let this play out a little bit.
Oh, now you want me to let the aux
Well, because you were about to go to 3 other songs. That's why I had to let you know. Just let it play for a little bit.
Mm-hmm. You're not going to run me with this aux.
Let it. That I'm always on the road. My man said the same thing. Bitch be on the road.
Cause you be outside with other niggas on the road.
Oh, I mean, that's when we were broke up. Hey, you take it away from the song. I didn't mean to hurt him.
Yeah.
Sitting here waiting for you to come home again. Well, we don't live together, but
I mean, still come home.
Yeah, come home.
Yeah.
Home is right here between these legs,
Anthony
baby.
got some shit, bro. I'm an Anthony Hamilton fan.
But you still think music beats him?
I do.
Okay.
But I don't think it's going to be by much. I think it's a good matchup. Did you know this song? No? That life would ever bring it to me, sent to me, and I won't build with you. Yeah, listen, between Anthony
I'm gonna watch
Hamilton
this.
and Musiq Soulchild, it's gonna be amazing.
I'm gonna watch
It's gonna
this
be a
for
vibe.
sure.
It's really gonna be a vibe.
I'm definitely gonna watch that. So tune in, y'all. That comes on Tuesday, February 15th, right after Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
And listen, ladies, I have some news for you. If this is what your man tries to make your Valentine's date, I just need to let you know you may not be the only one. If this man is trying to celebrate Valentine's Day with you on Tuesday, the 15th, instead of on the 14th, and try to make it cute, like, well, let's just stay in the house and catch the Versuz, baby, you might want to reevaluate or ask if you are in an open relationship or who else he's spending time with, because it's very telling, sis. It's telling.
That means that he had more than one Valentine's, sis.
And baby, you got the day after.
Unless you're the one that's celebrating both, because you could be.
I mean, if you go
that's
out
the
night
way to
before,
do it.
yes.
That to me is actually the perfect test to see if y'all really on the way to exclusivity. If you spend Valentine's Day together
and the day after,
and you go to the Versuz or you watching the Versuz, like that's a good sign. That means your man is trying to make an effort. Doesn't mean you're the only one. Still don't mean you.
I was about to say,
but
he could have loaded the rest of them bitches up over the weekend.
It's a good sign.
But you're right. Okay, now the men are gonna be like, so y'all bitches want me to do 2 nights now to let her know that ain't no other. Damn, sorry, fellas.
I think we should list off a couple things later on when we get closer to it. Things to do for Valentine's Day and not do for some do's and don'ts.
Well, since we're kind of on the relationship topic,
we should.
There was one that I saw in a meme that was posted, and y'all know these are the type of conversations I love having with Bridget because, bitch, we don't agree.
Ever.
Often. Bitch, I don't even know how you understand me. How do we talk?
Google.
I can't with you.
So, it's a new year.
It is.
It's a new year, but we're still going through a pandemic.
Yeah.
We're still trying to figure out how to make life work. And I think one of the topics that we talk about all the time is the importance of mental health and prioritizing it, but also personalizing it and figuring out what works best for you. And Talkspace has really been an incredible resource, an online resource for anyone that's looking to speak to a licensed professional about whatever it is that they're going through, whether it's depression or anxiety or just everyday life.
Maybe your coworkers are getting on your nerves.
Maybe your boss just won't leave you alone and you just need an outlet.
Maybe your homegirl don't know how to tip. This is where you go.
Talkspace.com is a wonderful place to go. It's private. It's your own customized therapy situation with a licensed therapist. They personalize everything for you, and it's very private, and you have 24/7 access. They give you a private virtual room with just you and your therapist.
Love that.
You get the replies throughout the day. Make your mental health more than just another New Year's resolution this year with Talkspace.
Y'all need to go on over, visit Talkspace.com, and because we like y'all, go ahead. We giving y'all $100 off your first month. So go to Talkspace.com and get $100 off your first month when you use promo code See the Thing Is. Now let's get back to the show. There was a meme that was posted, and I'm sure it was a repost, probably some shit posted by, who knows, Justin LeBoy, I'm sure, who knows.
Oh, God.
But the meme said that if you are in a relationship or marriage, fight for it. Ain't nothing out here but hookah, lemon pepper wings, Casamigos, and tragedy. Now, Erica actually strongly agreed with the idea of fighting for a relationship or a marriage. Erica Mena.
She did. Okay.
And she said, I strongly disagree with this. It's 2022. Who's fighting anymore? Either they value you or they don't. Now, again, I do believe that this is the wrong messenger because, sis, going back and forth, arguing on social media and getting back with your nigga, dancing with him, going on vacation with him, then blasting him about being a bad daddy, then breaking up, then divorcing, then still staying with him. That is fighting in action. However, she doesn't believe that in 2022, fighting is what we should be doing as women anymore to keep our relationships. And I wanted to know your thoughts on how you view fighting for a relationship, and if you do believe that as a woman, if something isn't working, if you should fight for it.
I don't agree with fighting for a relationship either.
Why?
Because I think relationships take work and maintenance, just basic daily maintenance. And to me, if you have to fight, sometimes what you're fighting, right? Maybe that's a better way to put it. Decide what the fight actually is. I'm not going to fight you to keep you here and make this relationship work.
And I'm damn sure not fighting another bitch to keep you with me and hurt her. No.
So if we're collectively fighting through something that is a roadblock and an obstacle or just a season of adversity in our relationship that we are collectively fighting, then cool. But I'm not going to fight you to keep you in a relationship. No. That to me is that I'm not doing. Yeah, I'm not chasing you. I'm not convincing you. No. Because at the end of the day, too, I think once you're in a relationship with somebody, the non-negotiables for you should be decided. Once you're in a serious relationship, you should know what works and what doesn't work.
You're
and
right.
If somebody's not working on it actively, then it's a them thing, and y'all just may not be compatible. You don't need to keep fighting somebody on something that's not going to change. So to me, the fighting for the relationship, If we're talking about doing the work together to
Right.
collectively make it work and maintain and sustain something healthy, cool. But that to me doesn't even equate to fighting for a relationship. That's y'all showing up to participate in the relationship.
I guess, okay, I can get that because here's the thing too, right? To me, fighting for a relationship does look a little different. To me, agreeing to go to therapy together, we're fighting for the relationship.
Yeah.
Like at that point,
You're working
we know
at it though.
We've reached a crossroad, but that to me is fighting for it because you want to keep it this bad that you're weighing out all of the options to keep it.
I think the word fighting for it
maybe,
sounds
you're right.
one-sided. It
You're
sounds
right.
like you're the only one making an effort and they're not.
But see,
they
a
don't
fight-
have to do anything. You're just the only person that's passionately like, no, we're going to make this work. And they're not meeting you where you're at. That I think is what Erica probably meant by fighting for a relationship is dead. Because most of the time when shit goes left, women are the ones that are left holding the bag. And they're the ones trying to push the agenda. And at the end of the day, pushing the agenda is not... If y'all are not on the same page, then to me the fight just is the connotation of a fight just sounds like it's one-sided and not y'all are not on the same page.
That's what I guess. That's
but
why
you're
I
fighting
look
for
at
different things. When you're in a fight because you're on opposing sides.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. And so that's where so we're fighting for the relationship by going to therapy and trying to get on the same page.
But then you're not fighting each other. That's the point. When you're in a fight with somebody, there's opposition. You're against each other in a fight. You're against another person.
That's what's leading a lot of couples to therapy. They're not on the same page.
Right. But sometimes what you're fighting through is not between y'all. Sometimes it's things that happen that are circumstantial in life.
Got you.
Someone loses a job. Somebody, the sex gets boring, or something happens circumstantially where the relationship itself is just not what y'all need it to be. And y'all are at odds because you're not on the same page about what the common goal is. So that's why I say the fight for the relationship has to be that y'all are fighting through the circumstance, not fighting each other to keep the relationship.
I agree and disagree somewhat, but I mean
it's just semantics to me.
But I do get what you're saying. I just think that the only way a relationship isn't worth fighting for is if you're fighting for the person, not the relationship. Like I like with what you said as far as if that person to me just doesn't care about you anymore, doesn't care about being with you, doesn't care about the relationship, there's not a relationship to even fight for if that person is no longer in it. But that's why I said if you're both on opposing sides but are fighting to keep the relationship together, I guess what you did say, you're not going to fight to keep it together.
No, I'm not going to fight to keep it together.
You're right.
I shouldn't have to fight you to keep you here.
You're right.
Because at the end of the day, if the only common ground is that we want this relationship to work, then we're not fighting each other. Then the common goal is the relationship. So to me, fighting means we're fighting each other and we don't have the same goal. If I'm fighting you, it's because I have a different goal in mind than you, and you don't. We're fighting each other. We're on opposing sides. I don't want to have to be in opposition with my partner. We can disagree about shit, but I know at the end of the day, we can argue, we can say whatever. I know that our common goal is to keep the relationship at all costs. So if it means that one of us is going to just say, fuck it, I'm not right. I'd rather be in the relationship than be right. And if that's not where you are with your partner, then y'all are not on the same page.
Okay.
So.
Belly.
Yeah, man.
Belly.
Speaking of fighting.
Where are we going?
Ah, man. Well, I mean, we might as well talk about the anti-blackness that is Whoopi Goldberg's suspension from The View.
Oh, shit.
And I only say that it's anti-blackness because I remember...
last episode we talked about Joe Rogan.
But I remember Kelly Osbourne on The View not that long ago, years ago, when they were talking about the immigration laws, and she made a comment about, well, who's gonna clean houses and take care of children if we don't have... if we don't have immigrants. She wasn't suspended. I'm gonna find the clip. Yes.
Oh wow.
And she wasn't suspended. And it was kind of said like in jest, but it's like, girl, you on national television. You're not kikiing at brunch or at fucking tea with your mom. Like, I'm gonna find the quote. Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, even if I guess you want to explain. Yeah,
Whoopi Goldberg was suspended for 2 weeks on The View because they had a conversation about the Holocaust, which is a heavy subject, right? It's a very, very heavy subject, and similar to slavery. And since everyone loves to make those comparisons more frequently than we should, the conversation came about, and she said that the Holocaust was not about race, that it was really just about the dehumanization of the Jewish people, right? And we were talking about it before the cameras came on because this is a really touchy subject and we don't want to get it wrong, right? And in order to be sensitive to all parties, there was a great word, Jay. What was the word that you used? Intersectional. Intersectionality.
There we go.
As far as defining the race of Jewish people, right?
Yes.
Where it's an ethno-religious group. And so they are still considered a race of people because of you can be a Russian Jew, you can be a Polish Jew, you can be an American Jew, you could be a black Jew, you could be any number of racial countries.
Correct.
You can still be a part of under the Jewish race.
If y'all joined us on our Patreon, we had a black Jew. Shout out to Alexis who joined us on our Patreon episode, and she talked about just converting into Judaism and going and living in Israel, and so that was a really enlightening conversation as well.
And so people literally decided that Whoopi Goldberg needed to be held accountable. And so, they decided to suspend her for 2 weeks and took her off the air. And she apologized. She did apologize. She was very genuine and honest about misspeaking.
However, the conversation in broad media and the conversation on Twitter, specifically Black Twitter, what she said wasn't wrong. It just maybe wasn't fully encompassing of what entirely happened during the Holocaust. I think she was really more so talking about Hitler's actions and how Hitler viewed humanity and Jews, and what started the Holocaust was based on the decisions of this man, which is why her statement on The View, if you guys haven't seen all the clips already, she pretty much said that the Holocaust was not about race. It was about one man's hate for humanity.
Right.
Because he hated more than just Jewish people. He hated a lot of people.
But
and even if you weren't Jewish, but you had certain features, he just hated you.
If you were not like the profile of blonde hair, blue eyes, then you were considered inferior as far as Hitler was concerned.
And so what Whoopi said was not wrong. However, it's weird because we're still in this space, and we talked about freedom of speech a couple days ago, but we're still in a space where, unfortunately, anything out of your mouth, anything that you say can be offensive to somebody. And it's unfortunate and not progressive for the fact that she immediately apologized, stated that she did not mean to offend anyone, and even cited someone in an organization who corrected her statement. And so, I don't know. We saw Sharon Osbourne, right? When she got suspended, she doubled down on sticking up for Piers Morgan. There wasn't a really big apology.
There was almost no
apology. Whoopi Goldberg not only apologized, still got suspended.
Which again, as far as I'm concerned, is anti-blackness. Yeah. Y'all don't have that same energy when people come on. And listen.
Oh, I found it too. This bitch said, who's gonna clean the toilets?
Those comments, those racist comments, do not help. And if you kick every Latino out of this country, then who is going to be cleaning your toilet, Donald Trump?
Oh, that's no.
In the sense that, you know what I mean?
Bro.
There's more jobs to be.
In LA, they always.
But
they don't.
In LA, they always.
Like that. Come on. No, I would never mean it like that.
No, that was bad.
That's the only. There's only one meaning. It's only one meaning. You just completely compiled.
All Latinas.
All Latinos to cleaning toilets.
She said, if there are no more Latinos in this country, who's going to clean
Donald
your
Trump's
toilet? Insane. And did she get any repercussions or consequences from saying that? Do you know?
She apologized, but as far as I know, she was not removed from.
I mean, we do, and that's just the conversation too. We see what happens when you go against the LGBTQ. We saw what happened with the baby,
right? But it's not.
And we saw what happened with Nick Cannon with his anti-Semitic comments.
It's not to say that we should not approach the conversation of the Holocaust with the utmost respect and sensitivity to the lives lost and to those that were tortured. Right. It's not to take anything away from that horrific attempt at genocide, right? That's not what the conversation is. The conversation for me is around the level of punishment and accountability and repercussions that fall on Black people that are almost never put on white people because it's so normalized for white people to speak about other races that way. even in jest, right? Like that was something Kelly Osbourne said very visibly. That's something she might have said.
That was wild.
She might have said that with her homegirls.
She definitely calls them Marias and Jesus.
You know what I'm saying?
She definitely does that.
Which, in the comfort of her friends, might be a rhetoric that's acceptable to them because they're white. It's normalized.
I mean, there's conversations that I have with a lot of my friends on the phone, and some of them have podcasts and stuff like that. And I literally will say, bitch, you better never say this in public.
Right.
Bitch, you never.
We say that to each other all the time. There's stuff that we say that we're like,
we know that there's conversations we can't have on the pod.
But I do think that part of why I think Whoopi made the connection and made that comment is because we have compounded the conversation about slavery and the Holocaust, and a lot of people have historically compared the two, right? And which, I mean, in my mind, they're not comparable at all. Both were equally horrific events, but one took place for over 400 years and the other took place in a matter of like 2 decades.
Right.
So, which, I mean, the numbers in those 2 decades obviously were in the millions and completely egregious and disgusting.
Absolutely.
But they're just not comparable, right? They just exist in their own as really awful histories for both Germany and America, right?
Yeah.
And so I don't think, and not just America. Slavery wasn't just an American thing either. That was it's
global
colonization. So I feel for Whoopi, and I just hope that The View and everybody else that holds these positions, who has this same level of empathy and compassion and understanding around the Holocaust, can keep that same fucking energy as it pertains to issues about Black lives.
Yep.
That's all I'm gonna say on that.
Hold on. I think that deserves a gunshot. But no, I
the energy is important, but let's keep it consistent all across the board, for real. Where's the gunshot?
But y'all, then we also we gonna say goo up out of here. Yeah, right.
Right.
See, I don't know.
We gonna say goo. We gonna do that after this ad.
We have a lot to talk about with TV, so let's go ahead and get into our freshly squeezed.
Yeah, for real. Oh, I see. You see what I'm saying? I took the aux cord now, made you want to sing freshly squeezed. It's okay. That's what partnership looks like.
Nah,
you see?
Bitches was sick of me saying, yeah, baby. So I'm
why?
Like,
that's the best fucking ad lib ever.
Thank you, bitch. Thank you, friend.
Yes.
So fuck you, pussy
fuck y'all.
assholes.
We need that ad lib.
Like, not fuck all y'all. Just the ones that be like, oh my God, Bridget needs her time. You don't have to say anything after she sings.
She could definitely
I'm like,
ad-lib.
bro, we together. This is a group, bitch. It's a duo.
This freaking frag right here.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, thing one, thing two.
Bitches. Shit. This Outcast. This ain't, Destiny's Child or all those other groups where only one person really got to sing and then the others, we just, they dance and, they ad-lib too.
Damn, we definitely are Outcasts.
We're like Outcasts.
We are. I love that for us.
Wait, who are you?
I mean, I'm definitely Andre 3000.
Yeah?
Definitely wearing green. Yeah, definitely wearing all the crazy outfits.
Okay, I guess I'm big boy all around then.
You be having the furs. You be swagged out.
I mean, I do. I am,
You a little,
it's just weird because I know I like Andre 3000 more, but
I think the way you move.
I think I
That's
am maybe
way
more
of a you song. That's a swaggy, like sexy kind of song. I don't know. I get that vibe from you.
Yeah. Okay.
Hell yeah.
I'll be big boy.
I'm like Animal from the Muppet Babies. I'm much more that.
What other duo is there?
Music duo?
Yeah. There's not many duos, right? Crisscross. But they only had one song, right?
Kid and Play, but we can't dance.
At all. At the fuck all.
But we are going to do a TikTok. We have to make a video.
No, just upload the reels that we, like our podcast.
We got to make a video. We got to make, I want our
I gotta
first
learn
video.
a dance routine?
No, it doesn't have to be a dance routine.
Oh, let's just do the one where, like, we just in our robes, we put our hand on the screen and take it away, and then we're bad bitches.
Where it's the don't rush. Don't, you know what I mean? When we do the makeup thing?
That was 2 years ago. We got to do the new, the makeup thing, we just drop a brush, but then there's only 2 of us. That's not fun.
Oh, well, we'll do one. We could do like the script, the voiceover things where they do
we got to do
the
that.
skits. We could definitely do that. We'll figure it out, but we are going to do a TikTok. Mandy and I are going to do a TikTok.
If this wasn't the most auntie-ass conversation.
Jesus. She's like, yeah, we could do the hand with the makeup. And I was like, yeah, the song from 2 years ago.
That is awful. And bitch, that Don't Rush got popular because when everybody was in their motherfucking houses, that was the fucking challenge that got that song so popular.
Yeah, that was Jackie Aina that made that hot for me, the Nigerian influencer.
Yeah, shout
to
out. I
Jackie.
did it with other podcasters. So I did it with Poor Minds Cocktails and Carla.
Yeah.
So all of like the girl podcasters,
Love that.
we all did it, and it was a good time.
dope.
It was cute or whatever.
Well, now it's time for Freshly Squeezed. Yeah.
Yeah, baby, pussy asshole, what's up?
That was very big boy of you. That was actually perfect.
You know,
for
I
Big
did
Boy.
a little thing.
Yep.
Let me give you go ahead and start it. So let's go ahead and let them know. So for Freshly Squeezed on our Thursday episodes, we are not going to focus on as much on new music.
That's right.
As we are going to really just dig into other type of playlist styles or themes. So we may do breakups one week. We may do getting ready with your homegirls music. We may do workout music. We have a lot of different categories and things, and hopefully we can get some playlists up and running this year for you guys to tune into. Now, y'all know I love putting y'all onto things. And if you don't know yet, I'm about to put y'all on to HelloFresh. Skip trips to the grocery store and count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. That is why they are America's #1 meal kit. Now, listen, I don't know about y'all, but I hate throwing out produce. Do you do that? Do you like... It's just
I take pride in trying to buy some good vegetables, and then they just end up going bad.
I be thinking I'm gonna be healthy, build up salads. Next thing you know, it's in the trash. And I think that's why I really like HelloFresh. HelloFresh offers 50 menu and market items to choose from every week, including veggie, fit and wholesome, family friendly, and gourmet options, providing plenty of variety. Which one did you choose?
I mean, I did the meat and veggies, girl.
I know that, girl. Me too.
The meat and veggies.
I was like,
is
I
great.
know I want to be healthy and stuff, and be, but I need the meats and the veggies.
I need the meats and the veggies.
You feel me?
It's the beef tenderloin for me. Make sure you go to hellofresh.com/STTI16 and use that same code STTI16 for up to 16 free meals and 3 free gifts.
I love it.
And free food. Who don't love free food? And it's healthy. It's good for you. Make sure you check out HelloFresh.
We was going in the core, and Bridget had a really good idea, especially for Black History Month. So go ahead.
I did.
You play the songs. I have the history note to talk to about this.
Yes.
But let's talk about it.
All right.
Let's get into it. And maybe another song will come to mind too.
I mean, so basically what we wanted to do was this week on Throwback Thursday, we wanted to go over the best songs that were not written by Black people but covered by Black people. Like remakes of songs that we didn't even know. And actually, it's great that you're Jamaican, because my partner is Jamaican and we talk about this all the time. I put him on to songs that Jamaicans do. I put him on to songs that he thinks are Jamaican songs originally, and I gotta be like, nah, babe, that's from the 70s. That's a white folk song, folk singer that wrote that. And it's always great, right? And I guess we could start there because I think it's great. I think it's really awesome to put people onto that stuff. So
you gonna play some Jamaican covers?
Yeah, I'm gonna play Maxi Priest, and if you
Come on, give it to
Maxi
me.
Priest, because this song right here came on in the car and my man knew all the words, and I was like, how do you know this Cat Stevens song? Wait for it. If you are West Indian at all, this was definitely played in your household at some point. This is called Wild World. And it is a cover.
And this is a cover.
Do you remember this song? Ooh, baby, baby, it's a wild world. Hey. Yes. This is giving resort. Baby, baby, it's a wild world. Yeah.
But also, I want y'all to know that they did that for like even current people.
Yeah.
So Jamaica has done it to Tina Turner.
Yep.
Here's one.
Yes.
I did find this. And let's see if you guys are familiar with this as well. So This, ironically, guys, is actually a U2 song.
Talk about it.
I still haven't found love, what I'm looking for.
Who's the singer?
It's on a playlist.
With you. Huh. Only to be with you. Yeah, I know that
But
song.
yeah, shout out to Jamaica.
Shout out to Jamaica. Love y'all.
But yeah, no, what's crazy is, if you go over there outside of like Dexter Daps, which I've played on this
Yes.
very, very often, when you go out to any of the local spots, you will know all of the songs, but they will all be sung by Jamaicans.
I love that. I love that. And it's wild because a lot of the songs actually, no shade, sound better than the original. And that's why we wanted to do this, because I'm like, it's crazy.
Hold on real quick. Can I see what this one sounds like?
Yeah.
I have to.
What
Because
song?
we've talked about this on the pod. I'm curious to know what this even sounds like. Do you know?
Yes.
Hold on.
Do, 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 do. It's the flute.
Wait.
Do, do, do. Do, 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 do.
And you know the song?
Yes.
I
It's
got
What's Love.
I
got to do with it. Yes.
shout out, because when we get to TV, we're definitely going back to talking about a doc. I just have to hear what this sounds like. Hold on. There we go.
Yes.
Okay. Now that one, she ain't do better than Tina.
Sorry,
but,
that wasn't better than Tina.
Yep, no, it wasn't. But there we go.
Woo!
So you had songs again that were just better,
Just
done,
better.
performed, and remembered.
Yeah.
When they were done by.
And I realized this because I took a songwriting class in college, and I remember studying, like, we would have to like study the format of certain writers, and it would randomly be like, we did one for like Marvin Gaye. Like we went down songwriting songs, like song formats for Marvin Gaye, and he would love a musical break in the middle, right? And I think in general, just like it was such a Motown era thing to do, to have like a musical break. And then Bridge Over Troubled Water was another song that we studied the format of, and that had a lot of music, of course, but oddly enough, it was by two white guys.
Oh.
And I always heard the original because my mother was kind of a hippie.
Is a white woman.
Yeah, she's a hippie white woman at that.
Right.
So that was like her demo, right? So she was into like my mom was listening to Marvin Gaye, Stevie Wonder, and Bob Dylan, and Mamas and the Pop. Like my mom was into all of it, right? Paul Simon. So Simon and Garfunkel were the duo that wrote Bridge Over Troubled Water, but this version right here
is the one we all know.
This is the version that we all know. And if you can listen through this whole song and not cry, I don't know who you are. What I tell you about that musical break?
I hear it.
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
When I tell you, they've been jamming at their desk today.
Yeah.
Y'all got hella music today.
It's coming. We gonna let Aretha rock out.
All right.
We gonna let her rock out. It's Black History Month, y'all.
I mean,
this
as
is
y'all
a
know,
historical song.
Respect
Yeah.
was also
Yeah.
a very
And this
big
was one of
cover
the
for her.
songs that she performed in that church.
Yes. All right, it's a long break,
It
bitch.
is a long break.
Yeah, we
It's a
might have
long
to.
break. All right,
all
Aretha.
right,
We
y'all.
just
We
trying to
ain't
let
gonna
you get
gonna
to
hear
it.
you again. Y'all go ahead
We
and
gonna skip.
Yeah.
There we go. We just gonna
All
skip
right,
some of it.
because I'm like, dang,
There we go.
that was an intermission, bitch. Not a break.
Here go the pre-chorus. Yeah. Mm. All around, like a breeze. Listen.
All right.
And so you hear that and you're like, no, white person didn't write this. There's no way. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the type of time that some of these artists were on, some of these vocalists were on. Before, though, we move on, I got one last one, and this is the mic drop one.
Okay.
Because this is one that I actually, and shout out to the original songwriter of this record, because she has always been a staunch activist for women's rights, for civil rights, for black rights. And she's always been at the forefront too of songwriter movements and trying to create spaces for more women to be in charge of their careers.
I love that.
And for those of y'all who don't know,
I ain't gonna hold you. I did not know that this
Dolly
was a
Parton wrote this record, and no one knew, but this is Dolly Parton's song.
Wow.
Country singer.
I did not know that.
Because of
this.
Because I'm like, no, Dolly didn't write this. Jesus wrote this. This was in the Bible. This was in the Bible somewhere.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
The way. All right, now you know this note. I would never try this note ever. Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm. Only Mandii would play an air horn in the middle of Whitney Houston.
Because I don't really have any, like, it was a gunshot or air horns. Bro, you know we can't, like, just let music ride like that. So I got to put something in. I mean, it was either that or if you can't go to Bella Noche, where can you go?
Right.
And so.
And sis was at Bella Noche's with the bodyguards.
I don't.
Yes. Which is so fucking late.
That's super
thank
lit.
God.
Late.
Like late.
Oh, I thought you said lit.
But yeah, so shout out to all those amazing black artists that have covered white songs, white written songs.
And what I wanted to
brought them to life.
Yes, and what I wanted to do was actually, I know we talk about, there was recently a conversation, and we'll get into it with music in terms of, what is it? The king of pop, the queen of pop,
yes.
the king of rock and roll, all of those conversations. Yeah. And because this is Black History Month, there's somebody that I don't think many of you are familiar with. So she actually is referred to as the godmother of rock and roll, Sister Rosetta Tharpe.
Let's do it.
And I want to let y'all hear her rock out real quick. So this is a black woman, and wait till she rocks out. She was Elvis before Elvis.
Hello.
Elvis, like her movements, everything. I'm hoping I could post this, but look when she gets into it. You know, yes. So she has literally an electric guitar.
And she's rocking
right
out
over, and
with her dress and everything.
Boom.
Wow.
Has literally control over the band behind her. She has her guitar. She goes in.
Wow.
All the moves you even see Elvis do, you can look up. That's Sister Rosetta Tharpe. And
fire.
It's fucking Elvis.
Right.
And clearly
and
she was
first.
We are the blueprint. Okay.
Gosh.
But yes, y'all got on us about the short episode, but we are about to get into television right now. So,
and there's so much.
There's so much. But also, spoiler alert, if you ain't watch it, yo bad. You can cut it off here. We are going to talk a little bit about Ozark since the first part is now complete. So you got 7 episodes in part 1. Part 2 is coming later. We're also going to talk Janet Doc.
Yep.
And what else? Aziz Ansari.
Yeah.
So which one do you want to start with? Take lead, because I got all my thoughts on all these things.
We leaving freshly squeezed, so I think we should just dive headfirst into Janet Jackson's doc.
Okay, let's do it.
Wow, baby. I cried through the whole thing. There were moments where I was like, oh my God, throughout the whole thing, right? And for a number of reasons. I think watching the Alanis Morissette documentary as well.
I haven't seen it yet.
Definitely put me in my feels about the time period and how women were handled young women especially were
Yeah.
taken advantage of, and not necessarily in a in an abusive way, sexually abusive way, but definitely in an abusive power way. And I think that it was beautiful to see that. It was beautiful to see that she when she finally did decide to take charge of her career, she did so in a way that was completely authentic to her, and it worked, right?
Yeah.
But it was kind of sad to see, how she didn't feel manipulated. I think she just felt controlled, which, I mean, when you're at that age, she was a teenager. When you're at that age as a kid, sometimes it feels like the same thing, and it's not always. But
I mean, I really enjoyed the doc, because I mean, clearly I've known Janet Jackson, her music, her catalog. She had hits before I was even born.
Yeah.
So
Same.
I was birthed into knowing who Janet Jackson was for my entire life.
Yeah, she was already Janet by the time
she was already Janet by the time I really even could speak. But the thing that I don't want to use the word disturbed me, but that I see so often in so many women who have maybe experienced trauma young, every man that she spoke of, she excused their behavior onto her. And it just seemed like it came from a place where she almost just expected abuse at the hands of men. I know that even when she started talking about JD, she said that she literally just started, and even knowing how their relationship ended, she was like, but he's a good man and he was such a great man. And it literally was because he didn't have substance abuse. And she was so used to her previous lovers being hooked on substances,
Right.
prescription pills,
Right.
drugs. And then, of course, just the verbal abuse alone from what she experienced with her father. The fact that she spoke so highly of him, and we all know, kind of how aggressive he was to all of the Jacksons.
Right.
But it was just like, she just, even Justin, y'all, she was on the balcony in Miami on a trip and decided to shoot on her iPhone to be inserted into this documentary that all of you should forgive Justin Timberlake. But what's crazy is she references that maybe now they're friends, but in the doc, she had one conversation with him leading that and then didn't speak to him for years after that. There was no outreach. And also he went on SNL and there were jokes made about it.
Yeah, but he also talked to her, and like you said, she absolved him of any responsibility of it, because he did feel bad initially. He was like, tell me what to do. Like, I don't. And she said, just okay. Don't worry about it. I'll take the heat. She literally told him, I'll take the heat.
But that's what I'm saying. And what's crazy then, following that, you go on SNL and do jokes about it. There's when you're being awarded at award shows. You're giving awards at
she
award
was
shows.
nominated for 5 Grammys, and she was banned from attending. And Justin Timberlake was sitting in like the second row.
And he made constant jokes about it. So to me, I think that was hurtful because she seemed so sweet but naive.
I think
listening to her speak just brought out.
I didn't get naive.
naive.
I got that she was a writer, and I don't think she. I think she was conditioned from childhood.
Yeah.
To
Yeah.
play somewhat of the supporting act to the men in her life, because she was the baby sister. And even when talking about Michael Jackson, it was like, well, I was guilty by association. What?
But can I also say
that's her brother, so she was gonna ride for her brother, whether it was true or not.
Yeah, but also,
so she was already in that mindset of, like you said, picking men that had substance abuse problems, finding men that she could be.
Michael being her favorite brother. She also talks about how she's endured a lifelong body dysmorphia, because of the jokes that he specifically had about her weight, calling her pig, calling her out of her name, lifelong trauma. And then the fact that she was that writer, made Scream with him, and then to see that she was so unhappy because she was doing that for her brother, and to see that his team kept them from even really shooting together on set. It was an over $7 million budget. Wasn't supposed to be that high. But she said, I was doing this because my brother needed me. I was at the top of my career. He was going through the pedophilia allegations, and I couldn't even talk to him. I couldn't even talk to him on set, but also she didn't even feel appreciated. Yeah. So you also still spoke so highly and were always there for all of these men in your family to get shitted on, disrespected. And to me, unfortunately, the fact that you have the opportunity to speak for yourself in this documentary, because it's not a documentary that came out after you were gone and couldn't speak for yourself. It just hurt me that she shared all of her abuse and still kind of made excuses for those same men. Unfortunately, because I know so many women that do it presently.
Yeah.
That it bothered me that this strong woman, this icon, this woman who's a fucking billionaire, who knows, is still like making excuses for the men that have caused her harm and emotional and mental trauma that she still lives with. And I don't think she endured that much trauma from the first marriage or the second marriage.
Yes, she doesn't talk about trauma. She said she was done, and she realized and she acknowledges that she was an enabler in her relationship, and she got a divorce from that man. She was she got the marriage annulled when she realized James DeBarge was on drugs. She was like, "Oh, this is not for me." After a year,
yeah, but there is trauma you endure when you're sitting here. It's the night after your wedding, and you're in a car looking for your man, and then you're with him for the whole year, and you keep this from your family, and he keeps you from your family, and it stops your career. Like, that is trauma. Now,
but the next marriage that she was in lasted 9 years, and they had a really incredible relationship because they were each other's creative muses.
But then it also ended up ending bad, and there was trauma with the substance abuse, which she carried over from probably the trauma from that first relationship, which is why she didn't stay much longer after she knew he was getting involved with whatever prescription pills, or I couldn't tell. The friend mentioned what it was that he was on.
He was on painkillers, I think.
Yeah,
he was taking painkillers.
There were prescription pills.
Yeah,
but also there was no privacy, and you could tell because she showed that with all his filming and capturing, there was a lot of things that.
Well, yeah, the relationship went bad. I'm not saying it didn't go bad. I'm just saying it's not the
same. You're saying that she didn't. You're saying you don't think that she endured that much trauma. I disagree.
I don't think
I think that she endured a lot of trauma with a lot of these men. At one point, she even said, "I couldn't leave the house unless I looked like I on the magazines." My weight was also brought up, which again triggered
that came from her.
That came from that man, which triggered the trauma she experienced from her favorite brother, Michael Jackson. And that's the thing. When you don't go through therapy and you don't work to get over these traumas, all I kept seeing was that they just kept getting triggered. They were triggered in each relationship with different men. They were triggered literally to the fact to where when you say that JD was a great man because he didn't have a substance abuse problem, that was crazy to me. And to know that your relationship ended based on 2 triggers from traumas from 2 previous men,
But what I will say, I'm not buying into it was all traumatic for her, is because dating someone with a substance abuse problem, they were not abusive to her because of the substance abuse problem.
I disagree.
Because they weren't.
There's a mental toll on that.
Okay, but he wasn't addicted to drugs when they first got together, and he was directing and producing all of her greatest shit.
But I know who you're talking. I'm talking about.
So
El DeBarge was from day one.
It was James, and she was married to him for a year.
Fine, and she was young. But what I'm saying is,
she didn't even know him that well when she married him.
The trauma from that drug-ridden man led to probably why she didn't have the patience or was triggered when her next marriage ended, when he started getting into painkillers, which is a substance abuse, which is where I'm going with the traumas and triggers.
I feel you, but someone's substance abuse problem is also a very personal problem.
I disagree when you're in a relationship with someone.
I think
disagree.
When I say it's a personal problem, I'm saying that it's not stemming from the relationship itself. They were in the industry. He's in an industry where that is a popular thing to participate in. She was continuing to pick men that were in that space. And that's the result of the trauma.
That doesn't alleviate the trauma. No, if you're dating someone
I'm not saying it alleviates the trauma. I'm just saying she wasn't just in this tumultuous cycle of abusive shit. There were areas and periods where she was making sound decisions based on who the person was showing up as, and they changed over the course of 9 years. Think about how much you've changed in your early 20s to now.
I understand that relationship was good. I'm just wholeheartedly disagreeing with you in the fact that a person who is dealing with a substance abuse problem does not bring trauma to their partner.
That's not what I'm saying either. I'm saying that it starts out as I'm saying that the substance abuse is not a byproduct of the relationship, and so therefore, in my mind, when I think about the relationship ended because the substance abuse became a problem.
Right.
It wasn't something that was ongoing, that was in the relationship and causing the trauma.
Never said it was ongoing.
So out of the 9 years, it
was ongoing for the 1 year of her 1 year marriage. That was an ongoing drug problem. from
Right,
the day they got
But we're
married.
talking about 1 year out of her 40 years of relationships.
I can be in a relationship with one man, and if he is physically abusive to me
Yeah.
for 1 year, that doesn't make the trauma that I experienced any less, because I went next and got into a 9-year marriage and I only saw it at the end. The trauma is not indicative of the time that I spent with the person or the
No.
time that it takes for that trauma to incur.
I'm just saying that that trauma.
We
did
disagree
not,
here. We fully disagree here.
That trauma
She-
did not catapult her into.
She shared about her traumatic experiences with a lot of men who abused her in multiple ways.
Yeah.
Not sexually, but there was a lot of abuse at the hands of men during her entire life, and she absolved them of those things. But you could tell that there was lingering triggers from each of those traumatic experiences that she still.
I think the reason why I'm so anti the point of view that you're taking is because when I say someone's substance abuse is a personal problem, it alters their personality. So it's not a reflection necessarily of how they feel about a person. And that's why I think Janet's able to kind of let some of that stuff roll off of her, is also because she recognizes there is nothing about me that made them treat me that way. That was completely them. In my mind, when we hear like survivors talk about their abuse and their trauma, it usually stems from a place of like, well, and I just kind of let it happen, and they blame themselves for a lot of that. I didn't hear a lot of her blaming herself. I heard a lot of like, I ended up in this situation because I wanted to help them and I realized I couldn't. She says that. I realized I wasn't what he needed, so I exited. So in my mind, she understood the undertaking, but I don't think it's the same thing as a rape situation or someone that's violating you because of whatever their issue is with you. They make it about you. I think the substance abuse thing, the relationship got tumultuous as a byproduct of that person having a substance abuse problem.
Yeah.
That's
There
the
was
only thing I
substance
separate.
abuse. There was mocking of her weight, which created another thing, which also led. So to me, when I'm talking about trauma,
that probably stems from her dad too.
But
because
that's what I'm saying. I don't want to get into a trauma hierarchy. If you experience trauma, that can be triggered, and that's what I saw from this documentary.
Yeah,
many traumas that maybe were not addressed because she kept excusing and understanding that those men were those men. She kept enduring it just kept getting triggered, oftentimes with the same type of men.
I'm just happy she finally had her baby at 50.
I'm glad that she had that as well,
and that she's now married to somebody that no one knows. Like she's doing it right. She's doing it right. She's keeping her relationship out of the public eye. I think we've all witnessed and experienced things where we date somebody that's really close, that works with us or works in the space, and it goes left. And
I would never. Nah, I'm staying far away. I don't
your
want to date a
lesson,
podcaster.
No,
I don't want to date none of the niggas in this motherfucking industry.
And it just gets uncomfortable, and you're just like, the space that you created that you thought was going to be amazing forever is now tainted because of your relationship and experience with this person.
And then you may have to see this person out. Your friends are now friends with them, or now they may still have to work with that person.
Ugh.
It just
It's all bad. It's all bad. Don't do it. But Janet, we love you.
I
love you for stepping down from the Grammy board after they tried to play your girl.
That was dope that he did that.
But don't do that nervous chuckle, cackle, giggle again next time somebody is like, oh, so you cheated on Janet? I was a little reckless. Don't do that.
But not only that.
Don't do that.
He was 5'6" and cheated on Janet. That gives no hope. If y'all think your man is faithful, this man is 5'6" and cheated on Janet Jackson. Ladies, listen. More power to you if you believe that your man is faithful, because goddamn, I read that and I was like, but you know what? There was an evergreen in that. I'm sorry. Listen, everybody get cheated on, all right? It just happens. Damn. But he's 5'6", bro. That is another. Bro, niggas that are 5'6" can cheat. They have the wherewithal. The audacity.
One thing all men have is audacity.
Is audacity.
You might not have the height, but you do have the audacity.
You have the audacity. I did want to ask you, though, one of the things he said, and I want to know if you've ever experienced it. Mm-hmm. So he said why I cheated was because when I was publicly with Janet, there were so many more women that wanted to be with me because they knew that I was with Janet. And I want to know if you've ever experienced or had someone, like, yeah. Look, you're like, yeah.
I brought my ex on Love and Hip Hop.
And then all the women, just because he was on Love and Hip Hop.
Oh, yeah. What? Women flocked to him because they also felt bad for him. So the storyline worked in his favor, and people felt bad for him. So they were like, "Oh my God, you deserve so much better." All the little Snapchat bitches. It was a lot.
Not the Snapchat
It was
bitches.
a lot. And listen, and more power to y'all, right? But if that was like a thing for him, I think for a little bit. Was like absorbing and entertaining all that attention he was getting. And I think a lot of men struggle with staying comfortable and firm in their identity outside of, and women do it too, but outside of their woman's shadow, if their woman has a bigger profile than they do. I think a lot of men struggle with that.
Yeah, you might be. Yeah.
It's like, it's fucking Janet Jackson, bro. Like, it doesn't matter how many, you could so deaf your life away. And you will not be Janet Jackson. And I love JD. No, that's my guy. But it's true. Like, and I know he probably felt that way as well as a man. Like, it takes a strong, and it's okay. It's okay if you are not man enough, and that's not a shot at JD, but a lot of men are not man enough to stand next to a woman that is at that level. Come on, Tony. And really be an adequate partner. I think that's it's a tall ask, right? And see what I did there?
Not a tall ask. That's why he couldn't do it, bitch. Because the ask was too tall, huh?
Ask was about 5'9". Just a hairline short.
He was 3 inches away from being able to show up how he needed to.
Listen.
Got you. No, you right.
Yeah.
All right.
So fuck y'all little bitch ass men that can't stand next to these strong ass powerful women.
Yeah, fuck y'all.
Y'all ain't shit.
You're not.
There we go. I'm like, bring the air horn or something. Empty the clip.
I was trying. I don't have the clip because they said it was too loud, so I'm trying to find a lower leveled clip.
Look at you, so considerate.
Because now they're louder on the DJ app.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to. Niggas was thinking there was shootouts. Like, I heard niggas was listening to
like,
see
well,
the thing
you are
is
in
like
Brooklyn.
Nigga, they was ducking and dodging. You know what I mean? Nigga was like, oh shit, falling to the ground when them shits played. So I was like, all right, I ain't gonna play them no more. Let's get into, I guess, real quick. So, by the way, if you guys want to see the Janet doc, it is on Lifetime and A&E. And bitch, all y'all that got like the scam free streaming app, it's all on there.
A&E got some shit.
A&E got some good shit.
They got another documentary that we gonna talk about next week called Secrets of Playboy. Bitch.
Oh, I actually I think I started it. Okay. We got to get into it.
Whoa.
I
definitely want your take on it because what I love about this documentary.
Oh, wait, I think I watched it already.
Secrets of Playboy on A&E?
I feel like I did.
About you?
And it had all the girls talking about their experiences.
But they also had employees and friends that worked with him and all that.
And then when they started doing the Playboy Club in Vegas. So I watched the whole documentary.
So
I did watch
it. I definitely want us to talk about that because
it was good.
Because so many people heralded him as the leader of the sexual liberation movement in society. And I thought to myself, there's no way that women running around as bunnies is liberating us. It's not changing.
I'm not gonna lie. How many times have you been a Playboy bunny for motherfucking Halloween? I need to know. Because I've been...
Never.
Bitch, well, I'm going to let you know.
I was never a big Halloweener,
Okay, so that's why.
Yeah.
Stick to Christmas. But Halloween, baby...
You feel me?
Halloween, when my broke ass could not have a motherfucking costume, baby, that Playboy bunny costume came into play. And what makes it good, too, they used to sell that shit at Rainbow. They sold that shit at the corner store. They sold that Playboy costume at fucking... hold on. Charlotte Rue. Rue 21.
Wow.
Forever 21.
You bringing it back.
I'm bringing it back. Hold on. 579.
Wet Seal.
Wet Seal. Baby, you did not need money to have a Halloween costume as long as you were able to be a Playboy bunny.
That's true.
And to be very fair, it's still one of those sexy costumes that are still being worn to this day. To this day. And so I will say that there was a big mark on maybe the emphasis that Playboy had on society and culture, maybe not as much sexual liberation.
Right.
But I'm excited to get into that.
Yes. Because you're a pro. That was why I was like,
I watched this shit. I watched it.
I was like, I gotta talk about this. Mandi's the only person that I can be like, Mandii, and what did you think when she said?
I did watch it.
Yes.
But again, white tears.
Not during Black History Month,
you know, bitch. We might have to push that to March.
Okay.
But no, Aziz Ansari also had a stand-up comedy on Netflix.
You didn't like it, huh?
Bitch, I did not like it.
Damn.
Everybody was ranting and raving, and I should have known I didn't like it because, yes, I was high on an edible, so I fell asleep the first time watching it. But then when I watched it again, I said, there's a reason I fell asleep, and it wasn't the edible. I'm not gonna lie.
It felt like one of those you had to be there. Like, you had to be in the building for that moment of surprise and then
But not only that, it was a whole bunch of Black Twitter jokes reincarnated on a comedy stage in New York in West Village. Like, all of the jokes that he said, I was like, feel like I saw this on a viral tweet. Black Twitter has all the jokes, first off. So even bringing in Kyrie and Nikki with the COVID, like with the vaccine talk, and bringing in, the guy at the door didn't want to check my vaccine. I told him to. Brought up that some people were probably in the audience with fake vaccine cards. And it was just heavily COVID.
It was all about COVID.
But all of these jokes that I've heard before somewhere. And I mean, over the last maybe 6-7 months, I have been going to a lot of comedy shows. I went with Latasha. I went, shout out to Reezy and Sid. Sid just left to LA, but I went and checked them out at the Knitting Factory. The Knitting Factory in Brooklyn. Me and Rosie just went to one at the Prickly Pear in West Village.
Shout out to Rosie.
So shout out to Rosie, Friends with Benefits. So I've been going to so many comedy clubs. And what's crazy, and if you guys have a different experience, please let me know. The comedians are either talking about COVID, talking about LGBTQ and trans, or it's very dark. And they're talking about how they almost committed suicide during fucking COVID and lockdown and losing work and not having money. And it's dark comedy. It's very, very dark. There's no like jokes that are like really deep anymore. And of course, not everyone can do comedy the way a Dave Chappelle does comedy.
Right. Or even Eddie Murphy.
And I know y'all think he's corny, but I love that even the bits and the storytelling that Kevin Hart does. It does bring a laugh.
Yeah.
It brings a little chuckle. What I've been seeing lately from comedians is very dark and very COVID centered. And so for Aziz Ansari, mind you, motherfucker, I put my neck out there when you motherfucking had that whole charge situation go down with old girl. And I was just like, well, she could have done. I did the accountability stance on how I thought she should have handled that differently.
Yeah.
But I didn't literally jump down his throat. I didn't stop watching Master of None. I didn't like completely cancel him. And so for him to be gone this long, for him to have moved to London and come back, and that's the fucking 26 minutes you give us.
I mean, it's still,
I was very disappointed. I was disappointed. I didn't like it, but you enjoyed it. You told me to watch it.
I did. I thought it was great.
Okay.
I thought it was great because I felt like it didn't feel like a comedy. It didn't feel like a comedy bit. Like,
it felt like I was reading a Twitter timeline.
Well, it felt like a lot of the jokes he said actually were not Black Twitter jokes. Some of the stuff he was talking about the difference between London and New York, which I thought was an important distinction because America just didn't give a fuck about anything and London shut the fuck down mad times.
Yeah.
And our approach to the vax cards and the vaccine, like our anti-vaxxers were way more like radical than everybody else. I thought some of the stuff that he said was very interesting, and I liked what he said about leaving his phone, like not bringing his phone, turning his phone places, like bringing it places and keeping it. He was just turning it off and like giving himself a break. I think it felt like a human experience. It felt like a testimony of the pandemic from somebody that, you know, we would have just assumed is famous and rich and off living their best rich famous lives during COVID, and that wasn't his life. That wasn't his truth. And I just thought it was dope that we were getting a point of view from him that had nothing to do with, oh yes, well I moved to London and everything was just great the last couple. Nah, he was struggling too. Like he got up there looking homeless. You know what I'm saying? Like
I hate you.
He did.
That's what rich people do. They get up. They look homeless. Look how Kanye dresses.
But I thought Kanye dresses like he about to go stomp grapes at the vineyard with those dumbass boots. Either way, no, I thought it was pretty good. But I also like Aziz Ansari, but you know.
I do like Aziz Ansari, which is why
I needed to laugh. I was like, I need something that's gonna be good. The other thing that I laughed at was the woman in the house with the wine across the street from the girl in the window with no curtains or drapes upstairs and no blinds.
Why would
Who
you
named this?
Why would you watch something named that long?
Who named? Because I like Kristen Bell.
Well,
I like Kristen Bell a lot.
I specifically did not click it because I was like, nope. Sorry, don't know. This title's too long.
Kristen
Now
Bell.
I'm reading
Kristen Bell
subtitles.
can
I don't
do-
even like subtitles. This title is a subtitle. Leave me alone.
I love
Nope,
subtitles.
it's too long.
Kristen Bell can do no wrong in my eyes. Kristen Bell is the best. Forgetting Sarah Marshall is phenomenal. It's just a good.
What is it? Is it a movie? Is it a show? What is
It's
it?
a show.
And what is it
so
about?
it's a show, and I watched 3 episodes, and I was like, yeah, no, I tried.
Okay, see?
It's not for me. But
Look.
I like to give things a little. I like to try things.
I
like to
judged it
see-
by its title, and I was right.
And I was like, this sounds like it could be. In my mind, I'm thinking it's got to be good if you got this many fucking words in the title, and you crammed it all in like Helvetica font at the bottom of the screen. So I'm thinking it's got to be some
You're
great
a wordsmith.
shit.
You knew what Helvetica, bitch. I'm Times New
how-
Roman. That's it.
That's okay. You knew
Let
the
me
font
stick there.
though, but you knew the font.
Or Arial.
Or comic,
Arial
I
or
like,
Times
I like
New
a little,
Roman,
I like a
bitch.
little Comic Sans. I'm a Comic Sans bitch myself.
Okay.
We're nerds. This
We're
is clearly nerds.
old. We're old, bitch.
Nerds as fuck. It's okay. It's everybody has to be familiar with Microsoft Word font at this point because no
You have
one
to.
knows how to write their name with a pen or a pencil on paper. So I hope y'all are familiar with the fonts.
With the fonts.
But it was not great. It was not great. The acting was like, the script. There's too many things to follow. It's too many holes in the plot.
duh. There's too many
She's
words to follow in the title.
She's correct. She's losing her mind over shit, but also she's pouring an entire. I need that. I have that glass actually. The glass, the wine glass that fits the whole bottle in the glass.
What?
She would pour a whole bottle in the glass every afternoon and sit in her chair. And I was also like, what job does she have? Like, what did your husband do? And then the man that moved across the street, I'm like, yo, there's no way that this many white people are wealthy with no purpose and do nothing and with no jobs. Like, there's just no way. It's just not real. It's not real life. Like, whose block is this? Where do you live?
Now, whose block is
what
this?
county is this? I know your property tax is high, sis.
Westchester.
And then the detective is black. And the detective comes in like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all white people losing your minds with all this goddamn money? How is it y'all got all this and y'all can't figure it the fuck out? The whole show up to 3
understand.
episodes, I was like, nah, I'm good.
But also, why is the sheriff always black in an all-white town?
Listen,
How do they get there?
there's a show on Apple Plus, right? It's like,
Why are you there, sir? And why do you have no family? Because no one else in the town is black.
you know how hard it is in a black neighborhood to call the cops and it be a
Right.
black cop?
Right.
And now all of a sudden you got these rich ass fucking like 8-figure homes and every
it's a
single
black
detective
sheriff?
is black? Please, somebody need to make that make sense to me because I don't understand.
It don't make sense to
I don't
me neither,
understand.
bro.
It's like we're not trying to segregate everybody, but
how?
it would be nice to have black cops in a black neighborhood once in a while
You know?
instead of, you know what I mean?
Right.
Instead of the scary ones that want to be John Wayne with the trigger happy shit. So no, that show is terrible.
Real quick, speaking of that, I did want to send condolences out to the cop who got shot in the Bronx. It was unfortunate. I think he was a rookie cop.
He was young.
Walked into it was a domestic violence situation. They were called for a welfare check.
Yeah.
And the woman was in the front. As he went to the back of the house to get the guy, he just let fire off and killed this cop. And so
he was 22.
he was very young. And so I just want to send condolences because that's a little bit of local stuff that's going on and
Yes, to his
definitely
family,
creating a
yeah.
buzz. The Bronx has had a lot. We talked about the fire and then this. Like,
Yeah.
there's just definitely a lot
but
going
also
on.
the sadness of and this is going to sound condescending, but I don't mean it to be, the sadness of a cop, being killed doing his job, like really
That part,
doing
doing his
actually
job.
doing his job is the part that's the most heartbreaking, right? Because we don't hear, and it's unfortunate, but we don't hear that many stories of hero cops that really go above and beyond to protect the communities that they serve. And it would be nice to hear more of those stories, if I'm being honest.
The sergeant gave me chips and water. He was so nice when I was locked
The
up.
one that follows you on Instagram.
And shout out to him.
Jesus.
Bitch, I had to be, listen.
I am not mad. I am not.
Now I got friends in the inside, bitch. Okay? When I tell you I network in all rooms, I was going to make sure I left out of there with a friend because this ain't going to happen to me again. Okay?
God.
And look,
where's our transition song?
Sorry, because we do have one more show to talk about.
Woo, almost, yeah.
Hold on.
There was something else on Netflix I watched. Oh, the Neymar documentary.
Sorry.
This is perfect because this video is like in Brazil and Neymar is Brazilian and the whole entire documentary is in Portuguese. So if you're like me and you like to...
The whole what?
The whole documentary is in Portuguese.
So not English?
No.
I won't be watching.
So
Yeah,
anybody who's like me and Erykah Badu, because Erykah Badu also tweeted, I like to watch things with subtitles.
Read a book.
I
don't
hear better.
understand.
I hear better
Not
with
you
the
missing
subtitles.
words if you can't read it. Read a book, bro. Go
so
on
you
Audible.
mean so hold on.
Listen
so
to
if
the
you
shit.
watch, so you mean to tell me you watch Top Boy with no subtitles and you understand every single word that comes out of their mouth?
So here's the thing.
Ain't no way, bro.
Here's the thing.
Ain't no way.
I don't know if I've shared with you. I hate accents. So Top Boy got one episode out of me, and I was like, oh God, no. Oh, the accents are killing me. Sorry, I couldn't understand anything, and I wasn't gonna read it for that. Where's the Top Boy book? Please let me know when the book drops.
The Top Boy book.
And then maybe it'll be read by someone who speaks English, and then I could just listen to the movie without the accents. I'm not a fan of accents, and my friends talk about me all the time because this is why I was never destined for the sugar daddy lane, because you know, the foreigners be the ones with the bread. And bitch, if we on our date and I don't know what's going on, this isn't gonna work for us. It's why I've never dated a baseball player, a soccer player, and I'm sorry, I can't do accents. I'm sorry.
It's getting racist.
This is why I'm
now
stuck.
We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on.
Oh my God.
There are no British baseball players, so we're gonna move on.
Oh yeah, give me the ball player from
So,
the hood. I know everything he says.
The Neymar documentary is really great. It's short, and shout out to Spring Hill for putting it together. And
Shout out to Spring Hill.
Uninterrupted. They're the ones that produced this doc, and it's actually it's short. It's only 3 episodes, but
It should be with no English.
It's a great. Some of the players spoke. Some of the people spoke English, but it was
LeBron knew
mostly
what
the
they were
journalists.
saying. How he okayed this? How he knew what it was about?
Because he reads.
Oh,
He's not waiting for the Top Boy
oh,
book.
okay. Oh, they
So-
sent him the script. Got you. All right.
So it's not a script; it's a documentary. So they
There's
had
definitely
somebody.
a transcription somewhere.
But they had whoever the interviewer was speaking Portuguese to them though. He wasn't speaking it. And that's why I said it's very little English. But it's a dope a dope doc. It's short, but it's dope.
Sounds great.
Yeah. I hate that Mandii doesn't read.
This is what I do. I just
It bothers me because it perpetuates this idea that Mandy's dumb, and it's
But
not
I'm
true.
not. But also, I would read it if it's a book. I just don't like accents. Like that should be hard. I just want it to be simple. Why do you have to make it difficult? Can everything not just be so simple? Work smarter, not harder. You know what I mean? I don't want to work hard watching a show. Bitch, that's my relaxation time. I don't want to feel like I'm working.
Reading is not hard.
Bitch, I watch TV to watch it. I read books to read.
I mean, your eyes are already there, so it just kind
Why
of
do you
makes sense.
didn't I say that's why I didn't watch that one movie? Because the title I didn't finish reading it. It was too long. Who the fuck reading that shit?
I feel like there was something else that was good this
Ozark,
week.
bitch.
Ozark!
Hello?
Oh my God.
Before
We gotta get to
hello.
Ozark. We gotta get to
Hello.
Ozark.
So again, spoiler alert. God damn. Bitch, it's because we gave them these hoes over 2 hours now.
Because
y'all
now
bitches
we
about to
don't.
get
Now
over
we
2
don't.
hours.
Now Mandii can't even speak Mandii. Y'all got
Yo,
my girl
chill.
fucked up. She don't
Yo,
read
chill.
subtitles. She
chill.
don't like accents. She can't even get her own words out. Like y'all got my girl fucked up over here.
Yo, chill, son. Yo, chill. Anyways, I did want to get into it because not only did we wait over a year for this,
Hello?
because of COVID,
Patiently waited.
they have fucking took this motherfucking shit and broke it down into 2 parts. So the part that's out currently, you have 7 episodes of Ozark, which, by the way, if Ruth ain't your favorite character by now,
Ruth motherfucking Langmore.
We're not watching the same show.
Ruth motherfucking Langmore.
She's amazing. Her acting is amazing. By the way, Marty, your patience is admirable. And the fact that you have not smiled now since the beginning of this goddamn
Since season 1.
Since season 1, that nigga does not smile. Nothing makes him
bro.
happy. Nothing makes him. He doesn't even smile to see his kids.
First of all, he's cool as a cucumber, bro.
bro.
I bang with him, and I bang and you know what? As much
Don't
as
say you bang with Wendy,
as
bro.
much as Wendy been getting on my nerves,
That bitch.
as much as
She
Wendy been getting on my
fucking it all
nerves, I bet she the only one that actually wants to smack fire out of Jonah, and she don't do it. And she wants
She
to do
does.
it, and she be holding back. Because Marty just lets him rock, right? Marty's just like, well, whatever you want to do, bro.
Bro, as parents, you have your kids now involved
And
with
I'm a
fucking cartels.
See, but I'm the Wendy. I'm the you think this shit is funny? You got me fucked up. I'm unplugging and turning off all your shit.
She also again, spoiler alert.
Tried to get him
Bro,
arrested.
tried to get him arrested and was asking her attorney. Well, he's a
That's a step-
juvenile.
that's a step too far.
He's under 18. So, bro, that's
a step
way
too far.
too far,
That's a
my
step-
nigga. But wait, also, fuck her.
But it's also
because
you're not
there's
gonna, a child abuse now is a thing. So if you're not gonna call child services on me if I put your ass in juvie.
But also, Wendy, you not a real one. You ain't had to motherfucking call the ambulance at all for that woman. She could have sat there a couple more hours before you called the cops if you was really about that life.
Nah, I'm happy that she called the ambulance because she was able to sit there and look at that old bitch and be like,
did.
and-
Oh, that was petty.
She
She's
was like,
petty.
she was like, I mean, I don't know how you gonna raise this baby now. You can't even raise your left arm. She was petty as
Nah,
fuck.
she was petty.
Wendy,
I ain't gonna lie.
I bang with Wendy. Like,
I ain't gonna lie.
she's done some foul shit, but I fuck with her
Nah,
overall.
she's petty. It's really interesting. I mean,
I am happy
I'm-
that she died at the end, though.
I am
Her
glad
and
that she
Wyatt,
died.
Stupid ass Darlene.
Wyatt was just a fucking idiot. But also, I'm really curious to see what happens in the second part because the fact that the black FBI agent completely flipped
She's
the
trash.
script.
We knew.
That was wild.
We knew she was gonna do some dumbass
That was
shit though.
wild.
We knew she was
so
gonna do some
Navarro
dumbass
locked
shit.
up and now got to snitch on his family, and it's just like.
Which is great because Javi is a fucking loose cannon anyway.
But
His
also,
nephew.
I'm curious to see because I wonder if that's going to be the ending. So when the season started, they're on the road, and we see now that they're preparing to possibly move back to Chicago.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if they finally get away from the cartel, finally get away from the life, and on their way back to Chicago, they get into this deadly accident. And the fact that they haven't revisited that car accident makes me think that it's going to be full circle. We're going to see what it takes for them to finally leave the drug game. And unfortunately, on their way back to Chicago to start a regular life, that accident happens. And so that's kind of where I see the ending happening. Just because
I was just happy that Ruth is now on a rampage. She's on a rampage
who is
looking
it,
for Javi.
Yeah,
She's looking for Javi now with her rifle.
I'm not gonna lie. Phenomenal cinematography, phenomenal writing. It's also interesting because I think we a lot of times we want these shows to just go on because they're so good. But I love a show that can find a way, and I hope that we are given a great ending. We talked about Dexter. If you guys join us on our Patreon, we talk about Dexter New Blood on there. But I really hope they do justice to this because Ozark has been a really, really, really good
I mean,
TV show.
it's great because some of the characters are gradually dying off, so it feels like the show is finally coming to a full circle end, right?
Yep.
Which I love. I do. I love. I think
Because
it's
Darlene
great.
got that head blew right the fuck off. Sorry if I gave too many details.
I mean, no, she did. Her and Wyatt after going to get fucking married.
Wyatt's a fucking idiot.
Well, I mean, I knew he was going to die when he decided to stay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's Ruth Langmore over here on this. We team Ruth over here on this side.
We are. And I did real quick want to let you know, I know some of y'all may be questioning why there is a 2-part release for this. And I want Forbes actually has a pretty clear indication that this is actually done for award shows. So it's likely due to Netflix attempting to win more awards for the show by turning one season into 2 that are eligible for different Emmy years.
Love that.
So it's possible that Ozark season 4 part 2 may not air until May because if Ozark is aired after May 31st of this year, it will be eligible for Emmy Awards for next year. So that's an interesting feat. And so even though we waited a year, they may potentially also make us wait another fucking 4 months for part 2. So definitely looking for some updates, looking to see that. There's not many things I didn't care about this week. Well, we did a lot on Tuesday's episode, but between then and now, not much new. NLE Choppa, as much as I didn't care about his word flow and rhyme flow, he was also made headlines with his baby mama, and he of course played the victim card and was like, you keeping me away from my baby. But then there was of course receipts of him admitting to shooting at her. Nice. And letting it sing and putting the gun in her mouth, and there was definitely a lot of abuse. And so here's the thing, like, I do want to say that while I do believe that children need both parents, when someone endures that much trauma, that's something that they don't want their children to see. I had a family member that endured sexual assault for years and did not let anyone in the family even know until she was pregnant.
Oh my God.
And she let all of us know because of the fear of her child experiencing that same trauma. And so seeing the receipts of him physically abusing her and shooting up houses and all of these allegations, I can understand why. But that is one thing I don't care about. I don't care about your pleas. I don't care about your tweets. And now I damn sure don't care about your music or you. So that's one thing I didn't care about. Before we get out of here, what don't you care about?
What don't I care about? Man, there's actually nothing I don't care about at the moment.
Right?
I'll have some in the next couple of days. It's only been 2 days. I haven't really. There's not been a lot that I have not cared about in the last 2 days.
Okay.
Oh, I don't care that Tom Brady officially retired.
Right. It's like we knew he was retired, then he officially retired, but also he didn't thank the Patriots. So I want the tea.
Oh,
I need the tea.
yeah.
I need a book. I want the tea.
Oh, the book deal is coming.
Oh,
you
it's
know,
gotta
honey.
go. Oh,
There's
and
going to be a book deal and a tour.
He's saving that shit about the Patriots. By the way, this is not
Yeah.
a sports podcast. Thank you guys for correcting that Odell is from Louisiana, not Los Angeles.
A different LA
and
altogether.
also, Tracy McGrady's 13 points in 33 seconds came from fucking his stint in Houston, which
Yeah.
was right after Orlando.
Thank y'all for correcting
Thank you.
us.
Oh,
'cause
y'all just couldn't wait. Ooh. We still knew shit. LA. 13 points, 13 seconds. Orlando, Houston, whatever. We knew it happened. Damn.
I mean, we can move on to the in this day in Black history, right?
Oh, go ahead.
'Cause
Let's
you
end off
definitely
with that.
had. Well, technically today is the day we record. It's
No,
February 3rd.
I put it for
and
the 4th.
so, well, you have one for the 4th, right?
Yeah.
The one for today, which is technically February 3rd, was the Negro Baseball League was founded on February 3rd,
Okay.
which I think is really important to keep in mind in history
I know
because
that's right.
a lot of Black baseball players were not allowed to play with white baseball players. So shout out to the Negro Baseball League.
Shout out to them. I know that's right.
You had one too that was from.
Oh, I guess I could read it. I was getting the music ready to take us on out.
Yeah, we gonna get out. We gonna go.
All right. So the Black History Month fact that I wanted to share with you guys today as well is on this day, 1794, France abolished slavery.
Oh.
And I wanted to say the significance of that because the U.S. did not abolish slavery until 1865.
Right.
So while the U.S. loves to brag about being ahead of the curve on so many things, we were 70 years behind France on abolishing slavery. So I thought that was an interesting fact. And it wouldn't be right because it is still the news of the week.
Yeah.
We got to get out to this because, duh. Again, shout out to Rihanna. And hopefully we do get another Take Care.
Oh man.
Because Drake has to say Take Care to Rihanna eventually.
I mean, the new music is gonna be.
I
great,
can't wait. It's gonna slap.
You know,
It's gonna slap. Especially because we all know he wanted Rihanna to be his baby mama, not who his actual baby mama is. But anyways, guys, thank y'all for tuning in to our first week of 2 episodes here on See the Thing Is. This is what you have from us for the next couple of years, bitch.
Yeah, we love y'all for tuning in, and make
Yes.
sure, do not forget, our episodes will be available on our new official See the Thing Is YouTube page. We're going to make sure we include that link in all of the captions on social media as well as in the descriptions
of this
yes.
episode as well. And also just thank you guys so much for supporting us.
Yeah,
Honestly,
we love you.
we still have more announcements coming, which I didn't think we would, but good things just keep coming.
I mean, Q1 is off to a spectacular start.
An amazing start. And I do just want to, again, thank all of y'all for rocking with us. For those of y'all who moved over from the JBN to what we've been doing now, we really hope that you are going to like these 2 episodes a week. Because, baby, we potting.
We are.
All right, y'all. See you guys next Tuesday. He was so happy to have a song with Rihanna. Multiple, actually.
Facts. And just go slow. Yeah, it was this. It was What's My Name. It's
all of it.
all of it.
Bye, guys.
This new album is going to be good. This Drake album is going to be fire.